far away.
Leave the mics on, Gene.
Wait.
It's fun when we
I
can
got
talk over
kicked out of
music.
freaking Facebook.
So people know it's a show coming.
You what?
Because I posted
Go ahead.
too much. I got
Oh, the
kicked out of
intro
Facebook.
wasn't enough clue?
So I gotta like.
No, but some people think it's a music show. They don't know it's a comedy
It's
show.
like a spam thing, so I have to wait.
I didn't think that was even possible.
Me neither.
What?
To get kicked off of Facebook?
Yeah, I couldn't get it
Oh,
on
they're
Facebook.
banning, they're shadow banning everybody, man. So is YouTube. Because if you have a conservative point of view, they don't want it on there.
Yeah, but
she
no,
don't even
I.
do politics.
What do you mean,
just
a conservative
posted
point of
freaking,
view?
Dominican
Politics?
Republic.
Led Zeppelin. I love this song. Listen to the bass in this song.
There's something wrong with the sound.
Of what?
Leaves are falling all around. Time I was on my way.
I hear it okay.
Thanks to you, I'm much obliged.
Stay tuned, folks. Animal House Radio Show coming on
Such a
soon.
pleasant stay. But now it's time for me to go. The autumn lights my way. But now I smell the rain, and with it pain, and it's heading my way. Sometimes I feel so tired. But I know I'm not one thing I got to do. Sing my song.
Live from the Theodore Jenkins Studio in downtown Robbinsville, New Jersey, it is the Animal House Radio Show, and here's your host and ours, straight back from the Dominican Republic on his vacation. Gisela and Carl came back from vacation. Here he is. Hello! Hello! How was your vacation?
Gene, when Paul says live from the Theodore Jenkins Studio, that's a cue to lower the intro music. Just, I just wanted to go.
The only reason why he came back because they ran out of money. Otherwise, it would have stayed long.
You know what the funny thing is? You never run out of money there.
It's all inclusive. Yeah, you really
Everything's
don't.
cheap.
Really?
Yeah.
it
As a
is
matter of
cheap,
fact-
Except for the shrunken head, too expensive.
The
Wait.
problem was this was our first time, so
Hello.
we incurred expenses that we weren't.
The only money I spent was in America to get my Starbucks, but then I had a free coffee today, so I still have.
The sad thing was, Carlo asked for a little head, and he got a little head. A little shrunken head.
No, but the fact that this was our first time, you can go there with literally for a week with 300 singles and come home with money.
Singles? Why are you counting 300 singles?
Because
Boy, that was a
it's
popular.
all, you don't have to pay for food, you don't have to pay for drinks, but
Right.
you give $1 here, you leave
okay.
$2 a day for the maid.
Right.
Because over there, our dollar is 52 pesos right
Yeah,
now. That's
right.
the exchange rate.
Right.
So if you give them $2, you're giving them 100 pesos in their money.
Wow.
So that's like giving them a $20
But he
bill.
kept on giving them money. I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
Every time
Spoil
somebody-
them.
No, but
But
what
they get better service if you do that.
you got to realize
I
that these
guess.
people, to them, if they make 40 grand a year, they're living like some
40 grand? They don't make 40 grand a year.
No,
those people.
if the people who do
If.
Yeah.
are
That's a
like
big
people
IF.
are making $250,000
Oh,
a
yeah.
year.
What you spend on a
Yeah.
vacation, they don't make in a year.
no.
No.
I heard they get paid $50 a month.
Yeah, they get. They
That's
don't.
probably right.
They don't get like
what I heard.
minimum wage, and then their tips are their lifeblood.
And
Yeah,
they
of
they
course.
they work like the waiters and the bartenders. They work like 11-day shifts, 15-day shifts. They go home.
And they go. They're like
Gisela,
firemen.
how was the food?
Actually, it wasn't bad. I didn't
do you
complain
think?
about anything. This man
Was it better than
complains
hospital?
about anything
Was it
and
better than
everything.
hospital food?
I'm not a complaint.
Oh my God!
If I say,
Here we go, folks.
Oh
Here we
my
go.
God!
wait a
He
minute.
complains
All right,
about
if I
anything
tell you
and
I don't
everything.
like something, is that a complaint or I'm just explaining
If
to you
you're
what
on
happened?
vacation
No, you
and
don't
you're
like
saying
it.
you don't like something,
It's not
you
a
just-
complaint.
No, there's a difference between complaining and not like. No, I don't like it. Complaining is you're dealing with it and
know,
What kind
That's
of
whining.
shit is this?
Oh, you mean like
that's
all week
complaining.
going?
Whining
I
is
don't.
complaining.
This coffee sucks, and I need coffee, and it's sweet.
That's not even complaining, that's whining.
Yeah, that's even worse. than
Jews go to Dominican, huh? I didn't know that.
They had it was an all-inclusive
Manischewitz.
resort. Let me tell you something about the Majestic Mirage. I highly recommend people going there because it's a paradise. The water was so blue. And
Say, they put the toilets in. They have
have
2,000 flushes.
2 buffets and 8 restaurants, and everything's included. The Japanese steakhouse wasn't bad, and the steakhouse on the last day was good. But I'm not a big buffet person to begin with.
You?
No, I'm not. I don't.
Why not? I
He only
just
likes
don't like
Jimmy
buff-
Buffett.
To me, and I'm not
Great.
above nobody, but I always got it in my head, especially going to Atlantic City, that if you go to the buffet, that's for it's like a cheap move.
Yeah,
It's
right.
not a high class move to go to a buffet.
Depends where the buffet is.
See, I like a buffet not for the money of it. I don't care about that. I just love the variety of
Yes.
everything.
Yeah, well, in
they
Atlantic
have a-
City, it's a lot better quality than
they-
down there.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh,
they have
wow.
a table like
Wow.
from here to there, back
Right, right.
again, filled with food, even more than that.
Right, right.
And I love it. Fresh fruit. You got
Yeah.
all
That's what I
kinds of
say, yeah.
French toast, pancakes, eggs, bacon, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff.
Right.
And then you got the guys doing everything behind.
Yeah, they had all that, and that
Oh,
was good.
I love that stuff.
I think
lot-
you got to be open-minded and just taste things.
I
when
do.
you're
You don't
away
have to
from
be
home.
open-minded. You have to just be appreciative
You
and say
have
that.
to mind open-mouthed.
Open
No,
mouth.
Oh my
and
God.
it
Open
really
mouth
is
about it.
The desserts
He
were
laughed
great.
at me. I brought everything in my plate, and I didn't eat everything, but I tasted almost
Yeah,
everything.
sure.
She
Because
mostly
it's
Put it back.
different.
Then put it back.
She mostly had fruit,
No, she
which
fed
was
it to the
good.
birds that were hanging around
I
the
did.
table.
But I was
tasted
like-
all the exotic fruits.
They had like a
vegetables,
rack of all
everything.
different kinds of juices. But then when you go to pour them, they were like watery.
No,
Well, they-
it-
I don't know if they watered it down or
They
it's
probably dilute it.
frozen.
They probably dilute it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think, because when you drink fresh orange juice, you know you're
Squeeze,
drinking
that's the
fresh.
who, isn't it? Squeeze box?
You know what I'm
Squeeze
saying?
box.
So I
Playing all
drank
night.
it. The milk it had a different taste, and it was like almost sweet.
All these are
Cold breath.
Hispanic
No.
cows.
It's called urine. They
Wait,
recycle the urine there.
well, ask him about his Cheetos.
I mean, the cows
Yeah,
down
it's like,
there,
who
yeah.
pissed in my Cheerios?
The cows down there lay in the sun all day. That milk curdles,
If
man.
anybody goes to the do not buy nut, we forgot a bottle of
Cheetos.
we forgot our tanning oil. Guess how much a bottle of oil is in that hotel? Just a little bottle of Hawaiian Tropical.
$15.
$26.
And 9/10.
That's
It's
U.S.
oil.
money. That's not their money. That's U.S. money.
Yeah, that was strange.
Yeah, they're gonna get you.
So I know people are going to forget the bring it.
A bag of Cheetos that you would buy in the Wawa for $1.09 is $6. And I went to eat them, and everything is packaged differently, even though it's the same.
Uh-huh.
It's like they repackaged it, and it didn't taste like the American.
Why would you buy Cheetos when you're down at the Dominican Republic?
Because I didn't really like the food. Room service was good. They had the pizza, pepperoni pizza. It wasn't like up here or nothing.
Right,
it was
right.
like just.
It's like a margarita pie.
And we tried
That's what
almost
they call it.
everything on the menu. She liked the thing. It was like a sampler, a pick and stick.
Yeah, I tried different things.
Is that a basketball maneuver?
No.
That's what I was just thinking, too.
A
Pick a stick.
was a mixture of like mozzarella sticks, jalapeno
okay.
poppers,
Little samplers.
onion rings. Yeah,
Let me
like
tell you
wings,
something. I've
just
been
a
to
little different.
Jamaica and all.
Queens?
Yeah, exactly.
Queens,
Yes.
all right.
And let me tell you something. The all-inclusive in Queens, Jamaica, Queens. No, the all-inclusive there is phenomenal.
Yeah, it
I went
depends
to
where you go, right.
I went to Secrets and I went to Sandals and I've
What is
been,
that, Montego Bay?
Yeah, Montego Bay. Love it. Love
Come
it.
sing
I would
me
like to go there.
live.
Montego
Come
Bay.
sing
It's,
me
it's unbelievable.
Montego Bay.
It's like, it's unbelievable. St. Lucia, Antigua, all those places.
Well, I've been to St. Bart's. Is beautiful.
The moment
Went
you
to
go
church
into
there in East Brunswick.
the moment you go into those all-inclusives, it's like paradise. The moment that gate opens and you go in there, it's like
it was
And they're off.
beautiful. It's flawless.
I
It's
know.
flawless.
Carlo was talking.
There's no floors?
There are no
about his
floors. It's flawless.
experience.
But I mean,
You took away
for the
from
money, for the Kimberly Cavanaugh, who's a friend of ours.
I remember her, yeah.
And she was our travel agent, and she does it on the side. And
She hooked us
I
up.
highly let me tell you something. We got 7 days in an all-inclusive resort. We got a sky-top jacuzzi suite where we had one of those canopy
Not
cabanas.
hors d'oeuvres.
No, we,
Up on the
we,
roof.
we saw it on Facebook. Were you guys when
Up
you went
on the
in
roof
top and
with the
stuff?
How much was
jacuzzi.
it?
That was
I went in the tub.
Yeah, that was the top
He was on
floor.
the beach.
So how much was it inclusive with everything?
Okay, so you had the food, airfare,
Right.
the hotel, all the food, all the drinks, your bags checked.
2,300 altogether.
How much?
2,300.
That's great.
And
it is.
and shuttle to and from the airport, everything,
Everything.
soup to nuts. And when we go, let me tell you something.
I don't want super nuts.
You walk over, the property is huge.
I know,
I had
I know.
a guy. This guy, I gotta give him a shout. His name is Polo. He's like a bell guy, a bellman.
And he smells great, too.
And they have those little golf carts. He took me all because that's how big the property is. You can't walk. We did it, and I was like, I can't do this anymore because it's like a 15-minute walk just to get back to your room to get to the lobby.
Wow.
So he would drive us
I
all
would be going
around.
there.
Yeah, but because they have the adult side and then there's the family side if
Oh,
you want
okay.
to bring kids.
Oh.
The adult side, we were
really
part of the
cool.
Mirage. Oh, and
Was there a nudist colony or something? A little
No.
nudist
No,
beach?
but there was people naked on the beach.
oh yeah,
And now we're
Yeah.
talking.
So,
It's usually people you don't want to see naked, though.
but also,
Tim wants to get a GoMe fund.
Yeah, right.
but also with the room, we got our own butler, a private
Oh, okay.
butler.
Oh, cool.
Anything I want. His name
So
was
all that was
Pablo.
included in the
Paul-
Oh, it was.
And it was our anniversary of 6 years, and it was our birthday. So he surprised her. They put the banner on the door that said "Happy
Right.
Anniversary." When it was her birthday, he did that. He put balloons.
And
in
the
her
balloons
room.
look like?
He bought champagne. They look like little nipples. So
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me it was a penis for her
nipples.
birthday.
no,
How'd you like the sausage?
I mean, there was
Blood
some.
sausage.
We ordered eggs were good. They had the eggs and the toast
God.
and croissants. Very basic. Some of the Japanese food that they had at the buffet was good. I just had like the ramen noodles.
I
Because
bet
a
the
lot
shrimp
of
is good
that's-
down there, bet, right?
What?
Shrimp must be good down there.
Oh, the shrimp was good. Yeah,
Yeah.
they have all the seafood. We had. I arranged a romantic dinner on the beach, and I had
who?
to pick the one.
Wait,
With who?
and I,
each other, or-
he
And that
goes,
Funicello was there.
so he goes, how come you didn't post any pictures? I'm going to show you the pictures of that night. I didn't post
I had
any
to pick
pictures
the one
because
day of the week that the winds were like 80 miles an hour on a beach. So meanwhile, we're getting
So you got a blowjob.
we're getting surf and turf and sand in our faces.
are you going to talk all the whole night? Or you're not going to let me talk at all? You're like, so
here
upset,
we
you're not
go.
even letting me get a
You're
word. in.
asking me.
well,
They're asking me questions
us,
and I'm answering.
us.
No, nobody's asking you anything.
really?
You're just-
I'll answer something, Gisela.
Okay.
I'll answer something, Gisela. How was the vacation?
The vacation was beautiful.
Wait, he said. Do you remember that movie? He said, she said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hear
Kevin
the female
Bacon.
No,
voice.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like,
How was romantic dinner?
I'm just.
I wasn't invited, so I don't
the
know.
The romantic dinner. It was basically an illusion. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
No, it's
It
not.
wasn't real. It was not like.
Wasn't real.
It was
Were you
a
high?
beautiful.
What do you mean,
It was
wasn't
a
real?
beautiful. It was a beautiful sentiment.
She's not explaining it
I'm
right.
gonna explain it right
Wait,
if you let me. It was
let
a
her.
beautiful sentiment.
Right.
Okay?
Sentiments have like 2 dozen
So
legs,
you know,
right?
like what you're watching The Bachelorette or The Bachelor, and everything looks so beautiful on
Right.
TV, and everything is put together well.
Right.
Okay, so he gave me, it was a beautiful gesture to have a beautiful romantic dinner on the beach. Except it was a windy night.
But that's the only drawback there was. It was the wind. Other than that, it would have
on the
looked like The
food.
Bachelor.
They don't show you the towel, the tablecloth flying on your face.
Yeah, it was a windy night.
It was
You can't
kind
help
of
that.
Yeah,
comical.
but that's the only drawback
I'm
of the whole
not
night.
complaining.
Did you sing the
I'm
song
just
Sandy?
saying,
She's
it's
just explaining.
I'm just
She's not
saying
complaining.
that when you watch these things, a lot of females, like, as you know, if
With
you
their
don't,
skirts going up like Marilyn
a lot of
Monroe.
females, you watch these programs and you're like thinking like what you're missing,
Right.
okay? But they
Is
make
the
they make
females.
you look better because they edit everything out.
Of course.
They don't shoot the scene on a windy day.
I'm just saying you don't
On
anticipate.
I think they should.
They do. They probably do, but I'm sure they edit a lot
edit
of it
everything.
out.
Yep, they always edit.
Like they don't show
So all
that
the naked
stuff.
girls
But
on
it
the
was
beach,
really
were they wearing
beautiful.
beads?
No, they were like
wearing beads
they
or
were
something?
literally like naked. Like
That's disgusting. Where is this now?
The girls either wore skimpy outfits or they were topless.
Right.
I like skimpy rather than top.
But when
Yeah,
we,
so do I.
Less is better than nothing.
Exactly.
Sure,
I
yeah.
honestly feel the same way.
I agree. I'd rather see a
But
woman
the whole
with very little on
vacation
than nothing.
was breathtaking.
And
for
the
me.
food
It was
on the
beautiful.
dinner was great. We had lobster tails and filet mignon.
I love.
You didn't get the rest of the lobster?
It was
But
delicious.
She
It was
wasn't
good.
feeling well too, so and plus
It was
the
really
wind,
good.
so we had to cut it out.
So you got a little tail.
A little bit. Yeah.
No, he caught the tail end.
But no wind. You are right though. The seafood there is amazing.
Of course, you're right there.
It was
You're right,
really
man.
good.
Quillen's got some.
I
great-
mean, that truly is the catch of the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and the water was. I mean,
I know. It's like this screen right back here. It's like
it's exactly.
it's not even real.
I was the cleaner once. I got the catch of the day. It was a boot.
and
I was amazed. I was amazed by everything. But I never been anywhere, so to me,
This is the first time out of the country,
it
right?
blows.
My first time out of the country. My first
That's
time
exciting.
in a beautiful resort.
Warm weather.
4
You know,
hours
my first
flight.
time in a hot tub.
Yeah, I know.
Like the whole thing, I never experienced any of it.
Did you travel in time in the hot tub?
Hey, you want to laugh, Paul? When you're there,
Right.
it's like you can be on the beach it feels like you're there all day, and it's like only 12 o'clock. Everything
Right.
stops. It's
Yeah, oh,
just
yeah.
like, it's just stand still, and it's
Right.
like, it's only 12 o'clock, and you had almost a full day.
Do they take breaks? Like some islands, they take a break like for an hour?
No,
People-
like siestas and stuff?
Yeah,
No,
some
I
islands
don't
do that.
know,
Some
but-
islands do that.
Let me tell you a nightmare that happened to me while I was in Jamaica. I couldn't. It wasn't really fully a night. It was, but it wasn't.
Right.
So anyway, this is at the time I was dating this girl Mary, and she lived right outside the city.
There's something about Mary.
Something about Mary, yeah.
A lot of gel. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
Actually, I thought she was the one who I was going to actually be with, and that happened. But she was. That was right after my second marriage. I was with her. We went to Jamaica.
And already you're trying to jump in again.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
trying to jump in again, right?
You didn't learn your lesson.
So no, not at all.
Yeah, Mark's brother.
He's a psychic. That's what I
Yeah,
understand.
no, yeah, good
What do you
point.
think it takes to get some? Come on, leave me alone.
After you think
So
you
anyway,
learn.
so there we are. So there we
Right.
are, and so it's our first day. It's our first. We get there. It's in the afternoon.
Right.
We have a nice evening. We go to a beautiful breakfast on the beach. You know, the whole 9 yards with it's gorgeous. You could see the ocean right there. It's awesome. Perfect. So all of a sudden, the girls of Jamaica are so beautiful. They
Right.
really are. Even the ones that aren't like physically beautiful, but they're all beautiful.
Especially those from Ipanema. Those from Ipanema are
I'm
tall and
telling
tan.
you, they're all
Tall and tan,
Exotic.
and young and handsome.
exotic. That's
Right.
it. Exotic,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Right.
And so, anyway, she was very warm and loving and nice and all. And so, I don't know. We were talking a little bit with each other. It says, "Oh, so what do you do, man?" And so I really
Mon.
yeah, everything is "mon" after
Right.
every sentence.
Right.
I thought it was just a cliche.
No,
But
no,
they
no.
literally
Mon.
say
Now, who
"mon"
got the
after every.
It's like the Canadians going A.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey,
Yeah.
So anyway, so my girlfriend goes, "Oh yeah, he's a psychic," and she goes, "Get out of here, man." And she goes, "Yeah." So she looks at me. She goes, "Go ahead, give her something." So I said, "All right." So I hold her hand. I give her a little something. She goes, "Oh my God, how did you know that? How did you know that?" I forgot what the hell I said, but I said something. She was like freaking out. Before you know it, 3 other waitresses come up. So tell me something, man. And that's what they're all lined up. So tell me something, man.
Right.
So I told them, boom, boom, boom. So all of a sudden,
I see no tip in your
So
future.
leave me on. You left the tip jar, man.
Does that, Artie, when people do that, does that annoy you? Because that's almost like somebody coming up to a comment, "Oh, tell me a joke." You know what I'm saying?
After a while, I'm sure.
no,
When you're off, you're off. You don't.
Yeah, no. 90% of the times it doesn't bother me because it doesn't happen that often because people usually do respect me.
Right.
But are you able to?
Except for here.
Are you able to tune in that quickly?
Thank God it's only 2 hours. What?
Are you able to tune in that
yeah.
quickly if they just come up to you on the blind?
Oh
or-
yeah, on the dime. Yeah, Choom. Yeah. So what happens is that now all of a sudden we're just about finished with breakfast and we're looking at each other. Oh, it's cute. You know, their reactions because they're so appreciative. They're so like,
Right.
"Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." So all of a sudden the girl comes up. She goes, "Hey man, my boss wants to see you for a moment."
Oh no.
So I go over there and I walk down. And so I'm walking down this long corridor. We're outside, but it's like this narrow
Right.
corridor. And so her little boss, who stands about 4 feet tall, and she goes, "Oh, so she tells me that you're a psychic, man," because they're so into that stuff.
Sure.
And so she goes, "So do you have something to tell me?" And so all 3 girls that I read for are standing behind her. And so I start telling her about herself. And the one girl goes behind her. She goes, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God," like she's freaking, "Oh my God." And so from that point on, the entire vacation, every single employee was coming up.
Of course.
Oh, that's got to be
Of course.
annoying.
I mean,
You should have opened up a satellite office.
He was like incognito trying to hide.
I mean, at first it was cute, and then it got ridiculous.
Right.
So we get off the pirate ship. We do a pirate ship. You're right.
Arthur.
So Arthur. So
I
as soon
did. I
as,
saw that.
so I get off the boat and I'm walking. You know, so I'm like up to my knees, walking from the boat, getting onto the land. Hey man, this is how they say. Hey man, is it true? That's all they said. Hey man, is it true? I never even met the fella. I
Right.
don't even know. Is it true, man? And that's all I heard the entire.
That happened to me. My wife and I went on a honeymoon, went to Martinique, and one of the nights there's a baby grand piano in the lobby. And one night I started playing, and then from that point on I couldn't go in the lobby. Otherwise I had to play for an hour or two.
Oh, my
And nobody could speak English, but they all knew the songs.
You
from
would
that.
you love that. You would love.
Yeah, but not every night.
You're him and
Not every night, like he said. Not every night you want to do it.
Yeah,
No,
I
but
mean,
you-
literally it was all day. And then
Oh,
Mary,
my
and then
God.
Mary, my girlfriend at the time says, Artie, seriously, enough is enough now. It's like,
Right.
come on, you see them
And
coming
it's
up to
not
me, I
your
don't want to.
fault. I mean,
Right,
but
and they don't make
seriously.
it, so it's not like I can even charge them or anything. But
Right.
I'm here on vacation. That was the only, and I never again while I'm on vacation
Do
like
it.
a situation.
Don't ever tell anybody.
I've done it.
Just tell them I do windows.
Yeah. No, I'm not
I'm
going to
gonna
clean
keep
your
it from you,
window.
goddammit.
So, but when I'm at a restaurant, if the waitress or waiter's like really cool, they have a cool personality, towards you, I'll say, yeah, let me have your hand. I don't do it to every single one.
Yeah.
I go, let me hold your hand. And they go, what? Let me just hold your hand. I said, I'm not promising you anything.
Right.
And then I'll tell them something really quick, and they go, oh my God, how did you know, man?
See, now if you're in Dominican Republic with them and they ask you what you do for a living, you say windows, everybody's streaking.
Right. And they did.
They did.
And they did. But yeah, that was my experience.
That's
I was
funny.
exhausted just telling that story. It's
Oh
like,
my
it
God.
is.
I wanted to
Yeah.
just go and unplug for the week.
Exactly,
My job is
yeah.
very stressful. So, and I wanted to share because it was a special occasion. It's her birthday or anniversary, but we both needed to unplug. Okay. So we get there, and I figured I'm going to be able to sleep a little later than normal. I don't want to stay in bed all day because the weather. We had one bad day of weather when we first got there. It was raining for a couple hours.
That always
So-
happens down there.
She used to be an early riser, and then she stopped. Now she's back to being. She gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning. She starts to play this. It's a new game, and it's called "What Does This Light Do?"
I'm an early riser.
That
What's
was
this button do?
that was just the first night.
She's walking around the hotel room. What's this? And meanwhile, the lights are going in my face, off my face. The fan's going on. The curtains opening.
Oh, you're talking about in your room?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to know what everything. I can
just
understand
the
that.
no, but not at
first
4 in the
night.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, what?
I
4 in the
only-
morning?
Yeah, it's called. And then she's
Oh my
on
God,
the
I
phone.
did slap you at 4 in the
No,
morning.
you wouldn't.
Giselle, you could have called me.
Yeah,
I'm
you
beautiful
might.
purple.
Yeah, but
sky.
Paul's up.
Giselle, you could have called me. I'm up. He called me at 4:30. I answered.
Yeah.
When you said you're up, explain that.
I'm up. Both ways.
Because the first couple of days you're getting like I crashed because it was a long.
Yeah, there's flight.
'cause I hadn't slept in 2 days prior to that.
Wow,
So,
man.
and neither did she. She didn't sleep
And I
that
never
much.
seen the sun rise and stuff like that.
How about a daughter?
It was so
Which was beautiful.
Well, especially in
I
the
saw my
Caribbean, yeah.
daughter rise.
Yeah.
She woke me up. She woke me up and showed me that. Even though I was mad, but it was a breathtaking
Oh, it's
sight.
gorgeous.
Right.
You have to see the sunrise and the
So
island.
then at 4 or 5 in the morning, she decides to do Facebook Live with her father in Italy.
I don't decide to do
And
it.
she's walking through the
they
room.
sent me a message saying happy
Oh
birthday.
no! Look at my balcony! No, like at the top of her lungs. And
Look
I'm
at the
like,
lump in the bed. Look at his collar.
I'm like Chris Farley when they housekeeping.
For the love of God!
What kind of hotel is this?
For the love of God!
Who raised the flagpole in the middle of the night?
I let it go because it was new to her. She was out of the
And it
country.
was only the first day. You
Right.
make it sound like it was every fucking day.
Oh, you lied. You lied to the audience.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't lie. You did it the one day. No,
Just
but,
one day.
That's-
Okay,
we-
relax.
And she would sit. I gotta kick it.
My friends did that to me once. Just once.
That's right.
She would sit
Johnny
on the
Dangerous.
balcony.
Then I left her alone.
That's awesome that you do
I
that.
didn't even bother him the
I
rest
gotta
of the
kick.
time.
She sat on the balcony,
Love that movie.
drank her horrible coffee, and she relaxed. And I
didn't complain about
She
anything.
was.
You sure it was coffee in that soup?
I actually felt bad
How about coffee in bed?
when we first got there.
Coffee.
I actually felt bad for her when we first got there. We're looking at the room and she starts crying. She goes, "I don't deserve it." I said, "Relax. It's our
you
vacation."
How bad was this room?
You don't deserve it? Did
It
you
was,
leave?
no, it was
I'm
gorgeous.
kidding.
No,
No,
I
it
was
was a
really
beautiful
bored.
one.
I didn't
But they had
like,
Pablo.
deserve the
Had the butler.
butler.
Pablo was there.
that's-
You
Everything.
know, it's just a 1 week thing.
If
It's
you
our
want-
lifestyle.
They were
It's a
yelling at me
lifestyle.
because I was cleaning, and the lady goes, "No, Cervesia, no!" And she's taking the plates from me, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I
Well,
was
the best
like,
thing, the bottom line is, you went away, you got away. It only cost you $2,300.
I needed to unplug though, dude. I was
Sure.
gonna go insane. She was
He
stressed
didn't want to
out.
leave.
Say no.
I really
I'm glad
didn't.
to be back.
Listen. Anybody that wants to go to
It's
the
nice to get
Dominican
away, but it's
Republic
nice to
and you
come
want to
back.
book a trip, I recommend
Kimberly
staying.
Cavanaugh.
Kimberly Cavanaugh at the Majestic Mirage, and like I said, with that money, we got a butler, and we're part of the
At the
Mirage
Majestic
Club.
Mirage. Where is this? The Majestic Mirage. What is it?
Dominican
It's in
Republic.
Punta
Oh,
Cana.
it's in Punta Cana.
Punta
Majestic
Cana. It's like
Mirage.
20 minutes from the airport. So then I wanted to do a couple of fun things. So
Wait. So how did they get a hold of Kim?
Kim, I got her.
I saw that sacrifice.
Well, don't give her number out. Like,
why
you
not?
could- You could hook her
Tell the
up
whole
on
world that-
Well, she
Facebook.
might not want to.
No, you know
not
what?
be able to do that deal with everybody.
Kimberly Cavanaugh on Facebook with a K.
Yeah.
K-A-V-A-N-U-G-H.
Right.
She's part of, I think she works with AAA, and that's how she gets the fantastic deals.
Right.
AAA out of where?
What kind of a drinking
Out of
problem
which
do you
office?
have when they add a third A
She
to it?
works
I'm not
out of
sure.
her house.
She works out of her house.
You know, like
She
I'm an
works,
alcoholic. It's Tuesday.
company is Travel Impressions.
All right.
And then like that includes everything. So I wanted to do a
That's next
couple of
week.
One of the things I wanted to do was scuba dive. So she tried it. She was a little hesitant. And we did a package where we did snorkeling, scuba diving, and the speedboats.
And that's just in bed.
Wait,
Hey.
how
Especially a snorkel.
how deep did you go?
It was
How
only
low
about,
did you go?
only about 25
Balls
feet.
deep.
Okay.
They take you out on a little party boat. You know, like when you go with like a booze cruise, they take you out, and the first thing you do is snorkel. They put the thing on, you hold on to the raft.
Done that many
And
times.
you
Yeah.
could snorkel. And she did that, but then when they tried then you had to do the scuba. You had to use the regulator.
Right.
She tried to go down a couple times. She got a little scared.
I'm not getting into that.
But she made an effort. She came back up. She got water in. He goes, all right, we'll try one more time. And then she went back down, and I think she got a little nervous.
And then after that, he goes, "You want to swim back to the boat?" And then I go, "I don't know how to swim." He goes, "You don't know how to swim?"
And you're doing scuba diving?
And then he goes, "Oh, senora." He goes, "Ven aquí." And I was like, he's pushing me. And I was like,
What'd you have? Little swimmers
Nice
on?
try.
I mean, don't
How
I
did you
get
get in
some
the water?
credit?
How did you get in the water when you don't know how to swim?
well, they gave
They're shallow.
us.
They do the shallow. Do it
I
pool
guess.
first to teach
I
you.
guess from the boat, you're jumping in. You're
No,
holding
you
onto
sit on the
raft.
edge of the boat, and then you.
I didn't have any swimming. Oh,
Don't you
no,
practice? Don't you practice in the
How
pool
far down
first,
did
though?
you go in the water?
No.
Oh, they didn't do
well,
the
they put a
usually
belt
do that.
on
Okay.
to push me
Phone
down
call.
further.
Focal? All right, bring him
Yeah, I
up.
couldn't.
Here we go,
Who
he
is it, Jacques
says.
Cousteau or what?
No. Hello, Robert?
No, it's not Robert.
Who is it?
Go ahead.
Aquaman?
Go ahead. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hey, you're on the air with Hamilton Radio.
Hello?
House.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Who's this?
Is this Robert?
Who's this? Who's you?
No, it's not Robert.
Okay.
Hey, give us a clue.
Who is it?
Ah, you know me, don't worry.
Are you bigger than a bread box?
No, it's not Robert.
Pablo?
No.
It's Mike.
You forgot the tip.
Hello, I'm here.
How are you today?
All right, how are you?
What's this? What's my line?
Yeah.
Well, who is it? We gotta know who
Hello.
it is.
I don't know.
No, hey, no. I'm glad you called in. We really are. Just wonder what you up to tonight.
Ah, you gotta figure it out.
We ain't got time because we have
It's
somebody
Sal.
calling in soon.
Sal, I got a guest
How do you
calling
not
in.
know? How do you not know this accent? I don't understand.
Because we know a lot
No,
of people
it's
that
not
accent.
Sal. It's Paul.
It's Paul. Paul.
You see?
Colombo.
It's either Sal or Paul. One of my Brooklyn
Now I
boys.
know it. When he goes, what the hell is pot
What are you
cheese?
guys doing?
We're doing good. How you
We're
doing?
doing good. Are you coming in next week, right?
I was actually gonna try to be there tonight, but you know how it goes. The holidays are around here, and we start catering.
you
Oh,
gotta
gosh,
make that
yeah.
money, you know.
Next week's a Christmas show.
Not
Yes.
like Carla. We flew all the way from.
I know. I'll be there next week. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
Paul, can you
great.
do me a favor? I know you like to bring a lot of food and all that stuff. Can you bring just one plain pizza? Just one small little pie.
Plain pizza.
One small plain pie,
No, you better make it a large.
One small plain pie.
please.
One large plain
love
pie.
pizza.
Just for Paul.
I love Staten Island pizza. I do. I love it.
And the station promo.
Yes. Oh, and they're bagels.
I'll make sure I bring you one small plain pie.
And
You
I
are
gotta
the
make
greatest,
Mardi
man.
Gras,
We'll
and
use
I
up
gotta
all the
make
resources
pudding.
now, so nobody gets anything else now.
Very good. We're looking forward to seeing you.
Hey, we're glad you called
Welcome
in.
back, guys. And how was your vacation?
It was great.
It was really good.
It was awesome. They
We
didn't
can't
find
get them to
us.
say a word about it, so we have no idea.
well, but you know,
Unbelievable.
Carlo can't stop talking.
All we hear is a lot of complaining. We don't
I
know.
should have been down
We
in
just heard the
Dominican
chips were
Republic. I'm
bad.
stuck up here in the freaking snow. It's raining. It's cold. It's summer. It's winter. I don't know what it is anymore.
I know.
God.
I know.
I didn't want to come home, put it that
Well,
way.
we're definitely going to plan something with all of us one day, whether it's going to be a cruise or a getaway, but we're going to
Well,
do
we're
something.
gonna-
I think that would be
We're
fantastic.
meeting Belmar.
You know how long
Yeah.
it took to get there? At least 1 hour.
Oh, at least an hour.
But thank you so
Luck-
much
yeah.
for
All
calling.
right, I know you
Paul.
guys are busy
appreciate
over
that.
there horsing around, and
Yeah.
I got work to do. But I wanted to call in before you called me and said I wasn't responding to the
I
phone.
got you. No worries.
No problem.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, don't
I
let
love
me
you guys.
go
I'll see
answer
you
the
soon.
phone.
Love you.
We'll see you next
Oh,
week.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, you got it.
We'll see you next
and your
week.
food more.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I'll see you guys soon.
we love your
will.
family.
Bye-bye.
You will.
Love your family. Take care.
All right, that's a nice surprise. I'm glad you called in.
Gene, do not let anybody through unless it's our calling
Don't say
guest.
that.
Right.
No, I mean,
I don't know what he's calling.
Yeah, because then if he's
Because it's 7:59 now. He may call any time.
and it took me like
At
3
least
months
an
to set
hour.
this up. At least an hour.
It took at least an hour to set
And
this up.
for those that
Now,
don't
let's put
know,
it this way. What was your favorite? Like, I'll start with Giselle. What was your favorite thing about the trip? And then we'll go to Carlo. Go to Giselle.
I would definitely have to say, just honestly, just being in
Away.
yeah, and luxury.
And the nice weather.
Like it was just beautiful.
Right.
The
you
whole
know?
thing was just
yeah, it
awe.
was just beautiful.
Just
I
good.
was in
Good.
awe. I'm still in awe.
You stepped
Of the
in
whole thing.
onto a different
How
planet.
about you, Carl?
Yes.
Yeah, I
It was
understand that.
beautiful.
I like the fact that we both got a chance to unplug because
Good.
we both needed it. She was stressed out. I was overworked, and we're all in pain. I like just to be able to lay on the beach and like watch the palm trees, the wind, and it's not cold, it's not hot, and you hear it. It's like a Corona commercial where you're just like, and swimming in there. I got up this morning at 7 o'clock and I was swimming in the Caribbean, and it was the greatest feel. The blue water. It just because coming from the Jersey, I love the Jersey Shore, but you go in that water and you don't get
See the bottom.
chills. As soon as you hit the water, it's soup, and you just swim.
And you can see the bottom. It's nice.
Tim,
and
let
clear.
me ask you something. What was the best thing that you liked about their trip?
The fact that
We
they're
weren't
back.
here
I
last
miss
week.
them. I miss them. I'm glad they're back. That is. That's the best
It's
thing.
good to be back. It is.
Hopefully
You
we're
take a
gonna-
look at
Wait,
Gisela. See how
yeah.
beautiful she looks with the
Oh,
tan and the
yeah.
hair
Yeah,
color.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling
Yeah, my
you.
hair matches my.
No, it's great.
She's never taken the hat off ever again.
I'm never. I love.
Carlo looks
A little
rested
angle
too.
out of you.
You know. No, I'm
No,
happy.
you should win on MTV. It could have been, Carlo and Gisela
I
unplugged.
want my MTV.
I just love the relaxing and to be on the beach with the sand, and the sand was like sugar.
Sand up your butt?
It was, yeah, right.
Oh,
And in your face when it was windy.
well, that's what I didn't like when
She
we went out
got-
to
yeah.
dinner. That beautiful romantic dinner, and then the wind, all that sand, and I just took a shower before I left. It went right into my ear. I'm like, oh my.
How long
Oh.
did it take to get the crabs out?
Yeah, right. She loves the
Did you have
beach,
crab cakes?
but she had a blister, and it was like really
Yeah.
the sand was
I ended up
irritating.
getting a
it,
blister,
yeah.
which
Oh,
was
really?
which kind of
Oh, that
scared me
sucks.
because it popped. So I'm walking in the sand,
that
Oh.
sucks.
'Cause
Wow.
That hurts.
and
Hey,
then the
Gene.
sand was going in.
That's like salt in a wound. That's like salt. in a
Gene.
So I
wound.
thought I had like a disease, and then I realized it
Yes.
was all the sand that went in.
Gene, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Call that second number and tell Max we're waiting on Robert.
It says you have no call credit, so I can't call.
What do you mean I have no call credit?
That's what it says.
Telling me
It
on
said.
there. To get
So we got to wait for him to call us then.
All right, well, use your phone and call him.
I can't do that because then I have to switch Skype.
Use your cell phone.
Ooh, watch your
Which
mouth.
number?
The second number.
That would be 2.
Okay, the two. Okay, got
Well, it's
that.
only,
Yeah.
it's only 8:01. Give him a chance to call
No,
first.
but I mean common sense.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you, Tim. Gee, he's quick. Would you-
I felt like Dan.
Hello?
Hello, Robert.
Yep.
All right. All right, everybody. It is 8 o'clock. Joining us now is this man is a brilliant writer, and he's a comedic genius in my book. And he's got such a busy schedule. We were finally able to nail him down for tonight. And on behalf of the Animal House Radio Show and American Forces Network, our servicemen and women, they love him.
I'm looking forward to this.
They're looking forward to him. He's
Newhope?
yeah. He has created the single most greatest character on TV. I believe in the history.
One of the best.
Please welcome the creator of Triumph, the Insult Comic Dog, Mr. Robert Smigel.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
I was concerned. You said nailed him down. I thought it was Christ.
Introduction.
You like that, huh?
I look forward to being a letdown now.
No.
Oh, wait.
I gotta tell you, Robert, we followed your career for a long time on Saturday Night Live and the Conan.
Yes.
But the Triumph was and still is the home run, man. That's the home run.
I hate to-
We quote it all the time. We love that
My
character.
son, who's 8, loves your
No,
character.
of course. How could you not?
Really?
Wow, you're a bad parent.
I'm a bad parent. Oh my god! You know, he actually brought it to my
I
attention.
know. I let
certain
my
things.
sons. I have twin boys that I've let them see. They're 11 now, so
Oh my
they've seen more of it. But like until they were right around 8, I think was probably the first time
Yeah.
I let them watch anything Triumph ever did.
Right.
Oh, you were a little, a little hesitant
My,
about it.
yeah,
you know.
my 8-year-old is an inspiring comedian.
We just love the character. We quote Triumph
Thank
all
you.
the time, man.
Me and Paul travel together as comedians,
And we laugh all the time listening to that stuff.
on the way home.
That's great.
We put on the Bluetooth and we watch the
I love the Hawaiian weather report.
Hawaiian weather report.
I still die with that. It's Armageddon for Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
Hollywood Squares.
That,
I mean,
was,
all that
that
stuff.
all happened by accident, because I was in Hawaii to do something completely different, which was to
Right.
cover the auditions for American Idol.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And and we were, so it was just Triumph. Back then, well, I guess it still happens. They go to a specific town,
Right.
and in this case, it was Honolulu, where they had the national auditions, and there was just literally 1,000 people online waiting to audition. And so Triumph, took up some of their time by making fun of them, and I got thrown out.
But it was hysterical. They didn't, it was so funny watching their reaction because they weren't expecting that. It was hysterical.
Oh my God.
What was
Oh no, of course not. But the kids were fine with it. It was the Fox people who were upset, and so they threw me out. And then, as we were driving away, I noticed that there was a giant NBC building somewhere in downtown Honolulu. So I said, let's go over there and see if I can get on the news.
Oh, that's hysterical.
And just tell Triumph can tell his sob story about how his rights were denied by the Fox network. And then while we were there, they asked. So we did the report, but then they said, by the way, do you want to do the weather because our weatherman's out of town?
Oh, it's hysterical.
And so Triumph doing the weather in Hawaii, where there's really nothing to report, basically, day to day.
Light winds for Hawaii.
That's it. For Hawaii. Oh no! Light winds. Light winds. What will Hawaii do?
Oh God, Robert. How'd you come across that? How'd you come across that? What was your first thing you did with that made you do that?
Well, my wife and I were newlyweds, and this is 1993, and I had just been hired to be the first head writer and producer of the Late Night with Conan O'Brien show. And we were shopping at a furniture store that sold country furniture, and just as a quaint bit of whimsy on the side, they happened to have all these heads of animals in puppet form that were rubber puppets, and they were so incredibly detailed. I'd never seen a dog puppet so detailed, so it really cracked me up. There were like 5 different dogs, and I just put one on and immediately sniffed my wife's butt with it. And, in the middle of the store, and she was amused. She didn't have any problem with it, which is why we're still married. And then she surprised me for my birthday, which was like a few months later, in February, with like 7 of these puppets. Like there were 3 dogs and a cat and a sheep and an owl. And right around that time, the Westminster Dog Show
that was the best.
Was in town, and I thought it would be funny to use the dog puppets and say these puppets are getting more and more talented every year.
That's my
let's
favorite.
see what some of the winners can do this year. And we didn't have Triumph that year. I had people doing like a dog that could sing the theme from The Bodyguard, and one dog was like a magician that sawed another dog in half, and and we did this for like 3 years. Every year we would do this bit, and like a dog that lit his own farts, a dog that did a Jack Nicholson impression and pulled his hair back with a paw, and I'm Jack Nicholson. They all talk with that Russian accent because that's just something I had in my head since I was a kid. And then finally, in like 1997, I wasn't even part of the show really by then, except occasionally doing like the Clutch Cargo thing I used to do with Arnold and Clinton. But I called up and I said, "What about Insult Comic? We've never done Insult Comic." And all he says is for me to poop on after every compliment. That's his version of an insult. Yeah, and that's all I had. The joke was completely on the dog back then. Like the dog was so limited in his skills that he just could say for me to poop on.
We quote you all the time. I swear to God, we quote you all the time.
One of my favorites is that besides the fact that you had the puppet sniff your wife's butt, you could tell you were a real romantic at heart. But
for sure.
But
sure. Every anniversary I recreate it. Yeah.
Oh, I think it was the Golden Collar Awards where you're on the microphone. You go, "All these dogs are whores."
Oh God, yeah. I've done that. I did that at Westminster too. Like, whose leg did this bitch have to hump?
I know, and you're humping the dogs, and the people, the owners of the dogs, are looking at you like, "What the hell is this? What's going on here?"
Oh yeah, Triumph wasn't famous back then, so they were all like, "Who the hell is this person with
Right.
a dog puppet.
Yeah.
One of my
Messing
favorite-
around. I got thrown out of Westminster more than any other place.
I
I
bet.
got thrown out of Westminster
Yeah.
literally three years in a row.
Sure, because those people take it real
That's thrown out.
seriously. and
Yeah,
you're
literally,
fucking around with them.
yeah.
There was one. I don't know if it was Westminster, Robert, where you're talking to the owner of the dog, and you're like, it looks like his mom banged an Ewok.
Gang bang Ewok.
Oh yeah, that was in Westminster. Yeah, it was one of those fluffy. It was like a Bichon or something. I can't
We
remember.
also like the Housewives of Atlanta.
That's what I like.
Oh.
The Housewives of
Housewives
Atlanta, when you said,
Atlanta.
I see your
God.
funeral being lightly attended.
Oh yeah, well, who was that? With Kenya?
Yeah.
Probably. I'm guessing.
That's
yeah.
so funny.
They
They didn't
that was
want to
a
kill
weird
you.
one.
No.
They were half happy about it and half
Pissed off.
angry because it was really
They
funny
got
because
tricked.
like
They got punked, right?
they loved me when they loved me when I would make fun of one of the other ones.
Right.
Of course, yeah.
Right,
like
right.
Kenya laughed really hard when I made fun of I can't remember her name now, the one who was pregnant and had an exercise video.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And then you had like a thing with Amazon, and it said like a bag of shit or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, people
It
like
was
this with the bag of shit.
People who bought this also bought a bag of shit.
Robert, did they ask you what you're gonna do, or because I see you get like hot and cold receptions at some of these places,
Like Eminem when he took you through you.
Oh my God.
Right.
Oh, what
Yeah,
was the
it's
thing
fun
you
when
did?
it's a cold reception
Yeah.
sometimes.
What was the thing
Yeah.
you did with Bond? How does it feel to? It must be good to know you can finally be in a movie. Well, Bon
Required to suck.
where
It's a
you-
vampire movie.
Oh, yeah. You know, Bon Jovi invited me,
Oh, wow.
specifically Richie Sambora.
Right.
They invited me to poop on them. That was a weird one because
And then you sang the song on stage with them.
that was one where I had to. Richie Sambora was a big fan, and so
Right.
they called us up, and I was worried because I'd never done one where the people were happy to see Triumph, and they laughed a lot at the insults, so I actually edited it so it didn't look quite as much like they were laughing.
It's like
I was like, this is too happy a situation. Then I kind of got used to that. Like when I went to the Star Wars line and everybody, all those kids were like Conan fans, so they were treating Triumph like it was Don Rickles.
That's what I was just going to say.
you know,
That's funny that you said
Like they were all happy to be made fun of.
Robert, as yourself, as Robert Smigel, where did it all begin for you?
Yeah.
Did you want to be a comedian, or
Or a writer.
were you happy to be a writer, or did you have other
I was,
aspirations?
well, when I was real little, I wanted to be a cartoonist. That was the first
Oh.
first time I ever felt like I was talented at anything. I could draw really well.
Right.
And so Charles Schultz was my idol. And then as I got older, I started doing impressions of my friends and teachers. And but by then I wasn't aspiring to anything because I just thought nobody really succeeds in show business. It's a one in a million thing.
Right.
I'm going to be a dentist. My father was a very successful dentist. He developed the tooth bonding technique.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow!
Dr. Irwin Smigel, and he had such a great practice that I felt like, oh, this would be
Yeah.
it'd be silly of me to
pass
not
that
do
up.
this,
Not
even though I
following
had
his
no
footsteps, right?
inclination to do it. But
Right.
but I was really terrible at pre-dental courses. At
Which
college.
isn't good.
I just,
Yeah, the post-dental's
I
easier.
got D's, and it was brutal. So out of desperation, one day I entered a stand-up contest at NYU, and wrote an act and was one of the winners, and that kind of changed everything. Then I felt like,
Oh,
Jesus,
wow.
if I can really make strangers laugh, maybe I should, maybe I should give this a try.
Maybe
So-
you should do Triumph as a dental assistant.
Sorry, what? I didn't hear that.
I said you
Sorry.
should do Triumph as a dental assistant.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
Who wouldn't want that? A dog's mouth is cleaner than a human, so
Oh yeah. No, well, we
he
haven't
would try to French kiss all the. Let me clean your mouth for me.
What have you been doing lately? Because I see a lot of the videos are older. Triumph really doesn't make
Yeah,
that
I
many-
haven't been. I did something for Colbert last year. I went to a Ted Cruz. Conan is out in L.A.
Right.
And they cut their show to half an hour, so they don't have a giant budget for a lot of remote segments.
Right.
I did one on Colbert last year where I covered Ted Cruz and Beto O'Rourke.
Oh
and,
my God!
Yeah, and that was a lot of fun. And I might be doing something, trying to get something together politically that's going to be very weird and different that I can't really talk about, but
Yeah, don't.
Oh, okay.
hoping that I can pull it off in 2020. Because in 2016 I did a bunch of
Right.
political specials on Hulu that were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm also doing a podcast, believe it or
good.
not,
Oh, cool.
where with Triumph.
that's
It's
great.
going to start hopefully next week.
Oh wow!
And,
What is there a name for it?
Yeah,
Is
it's
there a
going to
name
be
for it?
a quiz show.
Oh, that's
Oh, cool.
hysterical.
This is,
Funny.
this is actually the first time anyone's hearing about it.
Oh, cool.
I mean, I taped it. I did it in Brooklyn last month, but
Right.
this is on your show. I am announcing
Oh,
that
thank
this
you.
is going to happen.
We're honored.
We're
The
on,
quiz
we
show.
really are honored,
The
right?
What's the
quiz
podcast
show
be-
called Let's Make a Poop.
Let's make a poop.
Oh, that's gonna
Let's make a
blow
poop,
up.
and it's basically questions and answers.
Oh
I have
my
a celebrity panel.
Oh, that's
I
hysterical.
think
On the
that's
first
why my
show,
son
we had
loves you, 'cause he
we had
loves to
Pete
poop.
Davidson, Lawrence O'Donnell, and Anthony Scaramucci.
Right.
Oh my God!
So
That's
do you have a
And,
favorite bit that you've done?
I won't.
Do you have a favorite
I'm
bit?
sorry?
Do you have a favorite bit that you've done that you were just most proud of, or made you laugh the most, or
You mean with Triumph
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
or anything?
Oh,
I mean, with
anything,
Triumph,
too.
one? How about
I mean, I
one
had-
of anything and one of Triumph?
the one of Triumph. I mean, I have a lot of affection for the time I went on the line for Star Wars, and then my other favorite would probably be when I was in Chicago, which is a town I have a lot of affection for because I studied improv there and met my wife there,
Right.
and I did a bit at the Wiener Circle
Oh,
in
okay.
Chicago.
Oh, jeez.
The Wiener Circle is where the employees abuse the customers. Who
I
come in
like
to
it
buy
already.
hot dogs. And Triumph went in there. First, we had Jack McBrayer go in.
Oh my
who's,
God!
You know,
Yeah.
the sort of softest, nicest person imaginable, and
Right.
saw him take abuse. And then Triumph was like the avenging angel in that episode. That was kind of a different use of Triumph. He's like
Oh my God!
going after people who've been mean to his friend.
Oh, that's
It's like an after-school special brought to life. But it's really, really funny. Too dirty to show my kids, even at age 11.
Yeah, right.
It's pretty. I don't know. Maybe your kids. That's up to you.
We're from, like, my
I would
son
give
is
it
crazy.
at least 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but let me tell you something. I have a good feeling about this. Let's make a poop. It's
That's
gonna
I
That's
like
blow
it.
up.
Yeah.
He's such a great character.
One of our
Thank you,
hosts
buddy.
on the
Thank
show.
you so much.
One of the hosts on the show, Robert Artie Hoffman,
Who just spoke to you.
Who just asked you that question. He is a legit, bona fide, real deal psychic. So if you want to ask him a question, we'll give you a freebie. And this is not a bit. I swear to God, he is the real deal. And so
He's a real.
He's a real psychic.
He's
He's
a
a real-
psychic, the
bona
real
fide
deal.
psychic.
You
Yeah.
could look him up. His name is Artie
Okay.
Hoffman.
if you want to ask him how your
I'm
podcast-
afraid to ask anything personal, so I'm just going to ask a professional question,
Yeah, that's
which
good.
is, will Let's Make a Poop be a huge success?
I feel like it will. I'm not saying that just to be nice. I feel like it's going to be a huge success.
Yeah.
And I also feel like at some point, I don't know if it's Let's Make a Poop is going to do it, but I also feel like you're going to get your an HBO special.
There you go.
Oh, HBO specifically, not Netflix, not
I just
HBO is fine. I'm fine with HBO.
HBO
Don't
pays.
take the
I know it's a beginning step, but you know.
You might have to settle
Right.
for Showtime.
You got it. Yeah. No, I got to do 2 funny HBO specials, and then after I've peaked and I'm on my way down, then Netflix will overpay me. That's
Exactly.
I've got
that's the dream.
something I've wanted to throw out there. There's a very popular British drama series called Downton Abbey, And
Yes,
I would
of
love
course.
to see a twist on that called Westminster Abbey, with Triumph as the patriarch of the family.
Wow.
I mean, I've smoked a lot of weed in my life, I admit. But I
Right,
really think
right.
we could sit down and work that out. It could be pretty darn good, like, a shot.
That's
Yeah.
funny. You never
I could
know.
work with
I got,
dogs upstairs. It's not I've never seen that show. Is it a little like upstairs, downstairs kind
yeah,
of
kind
thing?
of.
It's
Or,
British.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
put it
in
that way.
English humor, yeah.
Yeah.
Robert, you do
The
all your
people who
own
work
writing.
for the people who live there. Yeah.
Robert, you do all your own writing, and where do you go? Like, do you just like?
No. Hold on. I do not do all my own writing.
Okay.
No, not for Triumph, especially.
Oh, okay.
Triumph is a joke. Triumph's a joke machine. There's no way I could generate that kind of material. No, I've got friends who write with me all the
brilliant.
time on Triumph.
Well,
Especially
it's all brilliant.
podcasts.
It is. It's all
Which is-
brilliant.
That's the only way I can describe it.
Is
It's
there
brilliant.
anything that you've done that after you did it, you can't believe that you did what you just did? That it even went past your standards.
Well, I can never believe that I'm doing it at the age that I'm like, just
16.
some of the positions I get in. And one time I was in Chinatown, and it was like my 45th birthday,
Right.
and I'm doing a Triumph Visits Chinatown bit, and we end up with Triumph getting acupuncture, and he's getting turned on by it, and he makes the real, genuine Chinatown acupuncturist guy wear bondage clothing by the end of it. It's another one of my favorite bits actually that
It's
I've ever done with
brilliant.
Triumph. But I remember being like, this is my 45th birthday, and I'm lying under an acupuncture. I'm just lying on my back on the floor under a filthy
my
table, pretending that Triumph is getting acupuncture.
Oh my God!
And I'm in my mid-40s, and I'm doing this. It
There was the
just
one that you did.
ridiculous.
Well, actually, we used the two excerpts, as
Samples on the
samples. We do the one where it goes, "How's it feel to know you're going to have a very lightly attended funeral?" And then we have the other one where you were at the Golden Collar Awards, when it goes, "Oh yeah, Blackie, he's a closeted homosexual." He goes, "Let's just say Blackie,
He likes it in the
take
backy."
it in the backy."
And I got to tell you
So
also.
childish. See, those jokes I can't really do anymore, even though
Yeah.
the joke was like, it wasn't really Triumph being homophobic as much as Triumph making fun of people who are closeted, but at the
Right.
same time, like, I probably wouldn't do that joke now.
Yeah.
But you know what? You get away with a lot more with the Triumph, because it's not you. It's a thing saying it. It's like ventriloquist. They could do
I
something.
know,
You know?
it always helps that it's a politically incorrect animal saying it, but even so, I prefer not to upset people.
Yeah,
No, I
sure,
understand.
Something,
sure.
the audience generally tells you what's okay and what's not, and
Yeah.
back then that was still okay. It was only 5 or 6 years ago, but
Yeah.
I mean, and it doesn't bother me. I look at it as progress and a new challenge.
And you know what? It bothers
There's-
me,
But
Robert.
that's one of the reasons I go into politics a lot now, is because then you're really punching up all the time, and it's,
Yeah, that's the hotbed.
nobody can get too upset about making fun of congressmen, and
Right.
Because everybody's doing it.
I got to tell you, my favorite thing when I first saw Triumph the very first time, and it was a while ago. I mean, I saw it from the beginning, but it reminded me, not that it's the same. It's when I was a little kid, I used to watch Andy's Gang, and he used to have Froggy
Yes.
the Gremlin.
Yes.
And this was like Triumph was like Froggy on steroids, man. It was like so over the top. It was so.
oh yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's just a shame, though, that years ago in the 80s when we started comedy, you could say everything, and it really is bad. Listen, it's a shame that people don't realize it's shtick. It's not mean-spirited. Like, if you go on YouTube
Right.
and you look at the Dean Martin roasts, they
They were
tore
great.
each other apart, and at the end of the day, they were still friends. It's a shame that you gotta almost watch what you're saying. I understand you don't want
Yeah.
to offend nobody, because it's just
Except for
everybody.
Eminem. Except for Eminem.
Yeah.
It's tricky, man. It's like, I even tell my kids this, like, like what kind of jokes that there are jokes that I feel like, yeah, I get it. It's like, back then, I mean, my God, they would say anything. And what I think I have a problem with is, like, I get why jokes about stereotypes
Right.
are more problematic now.
Right, right.
Because we see so much racism out in the open now. We're so much more aware of it.
Right.
It was always going on, but now it's out in the open thanks to technology, and I think that's a good thing.
Right, I think so too. Yeah. Yeah.
Part of the reason you could get away with it back then is because a lot of it existed, but it was
small
more
audience.
covert.
Yeah.
And I think so people didn't really get to understand the extent, and
Yeah.
so nowadays I feel like, I get why jokes about stereotypes can be problematic. What I don't like is when people say like, "Oh, don't do that accent. It's not funny for
I love the
anybody."
accent.
Like, I wish people could get over that. Like,
Yeah.
like I've always done every accent imaginable, and probably Jewish ones more than any, because I grew up with it.
Right.
But I
Right.
feel like I don't have a problem with anyone else doing an old Jewish man's voice, like
Right.
Eddie Murphy doing the Gumby voice or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think it's funny if I think that's something that we should be able to celebrate. Our
Exactly.
And that voice fits
just the way
fits
we
the character.
talk and our differences. I don't think there's anything to be embarrassed about or feel negative about
Right.
in having a foreign accent, and
And
it
the
shouldn't
voice-
be limited to a rubber puppet dog. Is what I'm saying.
And the voice fits. The voice fits the character.
The Triumph wouldn't be Triumph without that voice.
Voice is
Besides
what
the
makes-
brilliant stuff that comes out of his mouth. I mean,
Oh.
if you did
Right.
it in another way,
It wouldn't be as. I don't think. It
you
would be as
know,
good.
but I got to tell you
Yeah.
something, Robert. And I got to thank Max at Willie Mercer's office, because I know you've been so busy, and I think
Oh,
me and
sure.
him traded like 34 emails. And
Sorry.
no,
No,
don't
it's
ever
fine.
apologize.
No,
just
I
wanna
really
let-
wanted to do it. I really
No.
wanted to do it.
I got to tell
I'm
you,
glad
that
glad we got a chance.
the anticipation of you coming on, we got overwhelmed and inundated with emails about all our servicemen
Aw.
and women, and you are huge in the Middle East. Triumph, they write us all the time and tell us, we're in a forward area,
Yeah.
we're risking our lives, and what we watch Triumph on YouTube, and that makes us
Oh.
forget where we are for a little while. But
Yeah.
I just want
That's
you
funny
to know.
because I have a lot of friends who have gotten to go over there
Right.
and perform. And Triumph, I've never been invited as Triumph, and
I
it
don't
would be
know
an honor,
why. That would be
obviously, at some
amazing.
point. I don't know if
They would get
I don't
a
know if
kick out of that.
they would ever seem to find it appropriate or really want
Sure
to do
they
it.
would.
Oh, you
But
would
it
Sure,
would
to
be,
interview people would be
It would be
hysterical.
cool.
You would make their day, but I just want to let you know that you are making them smile over there, and their entertainment
Well,
value.
God bless you. God bless.
Let me ask
everyone
you something.
listening,
Have you ever
and
done a
thank
bit
you.
with a professional wrestler? Because I'm seeing you doing.
Have
a
I
bit
ever?
with a-
Sorry.
Have you ever done a bit with a professional wrestler?
You know what? I don't think Triumph's ever.
That would be
Have
fun.
the
Because
shot
I
at
have a
that,
feeling
yeah.
that because that's what I'm getting. You're going to end up doing a bit with a professional wrestler, like somebody with a big name.
Right.
Rock.
Maybe The Rock.
John Cena's
I'm telling
another
you,
name
you're
that's
going
out there
to.
now too. John Cena.
John
Yeah.
Cena, yeah.
Yeah.
I see the.
Oh, I have met John Cena. I did a sketch for him on a sketch show in the summer called
Wow.
Maya and Marty. I wrote as a guest writer for Lorne Michaels'
Yeah.
show, and
Oh, wow.
he did an incredible Hulk Hogan impression. He's a great guy.
He is
Oh
a
my
great
God,
guy.
What
Yeah,
a
very
nice guy.
humble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert, what is the platform that Let's Make a Poop is going to be on? If the listeners want to.
Well, the distributor is going to be Starburns
Okay.
Audio, but it's going to be available on any platform that they distribute it out. You'll be able to get it on iTunes and Spotify and
Right.
all those places.
All the audio.
I don't even know.
Yes.
I'm learning as we go.
No,
about
I
the
hear
whole
you.
podcast world.
And you got to
But,
tell Max to let us know, and when it actually
So we
hits,
can
and
promote it,
we'll plug the shit
Yeah.
out of it.
And if you ever
I'm
want
hoping
to
it-
syndicate with Hamilton
I'm hoping it's
Radio,
in
let
the-
us know. We can hook you up.
Thank you. I'm hoping it hits in the next couple of days.
Oh wow.
Great.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Can't wait.
yeah.
Can't wait.
No, we taped it. We edited it. We're just trying to, put the finishing.
It's going to be
Poop to it?
weekly, monthly, or.
I think it'll be every other week is what we're talking about.
Okay.
Oh,
Still.
okay,
Twice a
cool.
month.
Our
Every other
listeners,
week.
you heard it here first.
That's the goal. Starting, yeah. This is going to be our pilot episode, and then I think we'll start putting out shows for real in January.
Great.
That's awesome. That's
This is a
awesome.
good one.
You know.
Very, very silly.
And I can't thank you enough again for the time. And I know we finally nailed you down. And this was you don't know how, as a comedian myself and Paul and Tim and Giselle and Artie, even though they're a part of the show, they're not into comedy, but they appreciate it
But
so
my
much.
son is.
Yeah. You know, and I can't tell you what it means to us, to the entertainment value alone from a comedian standpoint. Of how,
Carlo and I listen to you all the time. Really do. When we go on long trips, we listen to it, just laugh our heads
So
off.
nice. Thank you.
But
Rob,
It
can
really
you do-
means a lot. I appreciate it.
No, Rob, can you do us a favor? Can you do a station ID for us as Triumph and as you? Two station IDs?
Sure. Tell me what to say.
Okay, just introduce yourself and say you're listening to, this is kind of long, listening to the Animal House radio show on the Hamilton Radio Network. I don't know if you want to write it down or not. It's kind of long.
No, I got it.
Animal House
you want
radio
me to
show
say that
on
as
the-
me first?
Yeah, either way you want to do it.
absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll do it as Triumph. It's more fun.
Okay.
Should I ID myself as Triumph or not
Yes.
necessary?
Yeah, whatever
yes.
you want to do. Whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
You're listening to the Animal House. Say it again. Well, now I forgot.
Okay,
Animal House
you
radio
have to
show on the
introduce,
Hamilton Radio
introduce yourself first and say you're listening to the Animal
Okay.
House radio show on the Hamilton Radio Network.
Okay.
Do it any way you want.
This is Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, and you're listening to the Animal House radio show on the Hamilton Radio Network. Where the hell are you?
That's great.
That's great.
Do one as yourself. Go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Just put a piece of candy in my hand. Not a good idea. This is Robert Smigel, and you're listening to the Animal House radio show on the Hamilton Radio Network. Enjoy.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much, Robert.
That's all I got.
Robert,
Thank you
So
so
cool.
much.
God
Pleasure.
bless you. Have a great holiday season.
And my son Dante
Likewise.
says he loves you, so.
Yeah, and
Oh,
you just know
tell
that
him I
you're,
say hi.
just know that you're a friend of the show, and anytime you need us, you have an open door, my friend.
Anytime you want to come on, promote.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Give him a round of applause.
Thank
And not only do the soldiers
Been a
love it, love that you called in, we love it immensely. Thank you so much.
These
Play 'em
crazy
off.
animals.
Play 'em off, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Robert Smigel,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you, sir.
All righty. Thank you.
That was amazing.
Did you guys hear that Purina came out with a new flavor of dog food?
Here we go.
It's
Tim
called
Eli.
His Own Shit.
There he goes. He's taking off. Tim Eli's on the runway.
Nothing.
That was hysterical.
Thank you. I liked it too. Oh, you meant him.
You like
Never
the
mind.
doo-doo?
Yeah.
We quote him so much, so much.
I believe you
I
guys.
turned
do.
Carlo on to him and said, and I said, you got to listen. And now he's hooked just as much as I am.
Well, I used to see him on TV, but I didn't know how much he actually did, you
Oh,
know?
Yeah.
Well, thanks to you guys, Dante, seriously. Like,
Dante
he
started
he goes on
watching that and
YouTube
just
by,
started
on his
laughing.
own and he looks up
It's hysterical.
his little skits.
It's
and
hysterical.
He
To
watches
be
it.
honest with you, I've never.
I know
heard
that's
that.
why. I
Go on
should-
YouTube, put
You
it.
never watched, like, Conan
on
and seen
YouTube.
the little dog?
Yeah, I have.
Go on
He always
YouTube,
has a
put
cigar.
If you want to laugh
How about,
for a
how
while,
about Atlanta? How about the Atlanta Housewives? They took a cigar and threw it, and he had another one. He picked another one up. He had.
I'll tell you what, you guys. I mean, I don't know if you could do this or not. I don't know if Gene has the capability of doing it. You should do that a little skit from the Housewives and put it on
That's
the
a
air.
long thing, though.
No, just a little bit, like a little bit. Of
I
it.
have it all on my thing, but we came right
don't?
from the airport.
People go
Alright.
right on YouTube and do it. It's right
You know
there.
What, you know what puppet I remember from being on TV from way back when? Poco Chicchio.
Topo Gigio.
Topo Gigio.
Sullivan Show.
Kiss me goodnight,
Artie, when you
Daddy.
have like a moment, go on YouTube and
I
type in
Triumph, the comic insult dog.
type in Hawaiian weather report.
But you got
Start
to put
with that
Triumph
one.
first. You got to put Triumph, the comic insult dog. It all come up.
Yeah.
It just, I'm telling you, you'll laugh your head off.
I'll
It's
send it
genius.
to
It's
you.
brilliant. It's brilliant stuff.
Hawaii, it's Armageddon.
Light winds for Hawaii. Light winds. What will we do?
3 days of shade. Oh,
It's Armageddon for Hawaii. It's Armageddon for Hawaii. Well, don't worry, Anchorman. It won't move your hair.
back to you. And then he just stops.
Back to you.
Me and Paul almost lost control of the van one
It's
night.
hysterical stuff. The thing with the Westminster dogs.
So
he's humping
basically,
the dogs.
don't
He's
listen
humping
to
the
it
dogs.
while you're driving.
He's humping the dogs at the Westminster show, and the people are getting really upset because they were taken seriously, you know. He's humping the dog. He's got the cigar in his mouth. I kid.
I
The
got
accent, he can't get rid of the accent. The accent's the best part.
That's the best. I got to give a shout out to the two of the people that took care of us over on the trip. Salami, You.
And
Yeah, he was on the
Fuego.
White Shadow. I used to watch that
Salami
Salami.
he's a Dominican guy. His real name is Kelvin, but he goes by the name of Salami. And then they're like you know what they're like? Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing, like they dance with the people out in the marketplace, and then his partner is
Fuego.
Fuego. She is dynamite. She's her name is Daylin, and she is amazing.
She's
Her
fire.
and Gisela hit it off. And
That's
Who don't I
disgusting.
hit it
Where
off
again is
with?
this?
what?
Where is this again?
Majestic Mirage. Oh, she's a sweetheart. She is amazing. They're both phenomenal dancers, and they're wonderful people. That we did the trivia thing last night,
Right.
and it was so funny, where they had the auditorium full of people, and you had to hit the when you go out and you do trivia and you got to hit the buttons.
Right.
And Carlo was like a little boy
Yeah,
playing.
when I came in second place, I was a little pissed. I wanted to be first.
Out of how many? 3? Like how
No, there was like four
there was
teams.
there was
4
four
teams,
different teams, about like 6 people on each
Yeah.
team. So it was a team effort.
Yeah, it was
But I
good.
think it was like fixed, to be honest, because the guy was kind of feeding you answers and they were kind of incorrect. So it was funny.
Oh, really?
So yeah, even if you wanted to pick an answer, he was like, "No, you pick number 2, dos," and you're like, "Okay," and I'm like saying,
Let me tell you
"It's
something.
not
This
so."
next door app, these people are nuts on this thing.
Why?
They're
What
just
happened?
posting that they heard shots in the neighborhood. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these
All
people?
right, the Nextdoor app is basically, for 55 and older, so they're paranoid.
No, but it's just that area. Or if it's wherever you live, you can use it.
You can use it wherever you
But
live.
like they
but
post,
if
like
you're
there's a
getting
turkey in the
notified,
middle of the road.
if you're getting notified for the Nextdoor app, it's in your area.
No, but they're saying that. Does anybody hear gunshots? I'm like, what
Yeah.
the hell?
You're funny.
So
Well, you're not wrong about that, bro. I know.
it's so stupid. Like they I don't know. Maybe it's me. Who knows? You. But it was a really nice trip, and I actually had a ball talking to Robert Smiley. I knew he was going to be as cool as hell.
Yeah, he is. He is.
For
Ask him. I forgot to ask him. He said he wanted to be a cartoonist. I wonder if he did the animation stuff for Saturday Night Live when he did remember what was it called? The superheroes, but they weren't. You couldn't tell if they were gay or not. It had a name for it.
Oh, I don't remember. I know you.
Superhero that's gay? Oh, that would be way.
Teletubbies? No, I'm kidding.
No, it was called the Ambiguous something hero. I forget what it was called, but he did it was his cartoon. But I wonder if he actually did the animation because he said he wanted to be a cartoonist. I forgot to
That's
ask
true.
him.
I don't know.
But he's great. He's great.
I've wanted to ask him. Maybe you guys know the answer. Shame on me for forgetting at the time. How did you get the name Triumph?
Who knows?
Yeah.
That would have been a great question.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Make for part 2.
Maybe the puppets when you're looking at all the different kinds of puppets, maybe it had a name already.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He overcame a dare and he triumphed.
I have one just like that too.
What's that?
Puppet?
A puppet looks just like Triumph.
Oh, really?
That's
It's a
cool.
rubber thing. You put your hand in.
I bet you they do have something out
Before
there
it
like
was
that.
discovered or after it was discovered?
I think that's just a general thing. It doesn't look exactly like him, but it looks a lot like him. But it's not.
So
It's
next
not, it's not him.
No, what I'm
Wednesday.
saying is, but was it after Trump it was discovered?
I've had this for a long time.
Oh, way before Trump.
Well, by now he say he started in '93, so maybe not.
Oh.
Maybe not. I don't know.
So next Wednesday we're gonna do like ugly sweaters for the Christmas party.
Okay.
Optional.
Don't have to be an ugly
Optional.
I have ugly
'cause-
sweaters. I have some.
But should be
sweater. I have the one
fun.
I wore last year.
I'm gonna have pizza. That's all I care about.
Pizza.
Staten Island pizza.
Heck yeah,
Staten
man.
Italy.
Staten Island pizza is the
Heck
best.
yeah.
Staten
It's
Island, Long
really
Island have
cool.
the best pizza in the country.
So how was the show last week?
It was great. A lot of fun. We had a
What'd
good
you
time.
do?
Who was on? Brokeback Tony?
Yeah, it
Was
was
that
great.
his name? Right? Brokeback?
No. It was
No, Brokeback nothing.
Broken Past.
A Broken Past.
That's the name of the group.
okay.
They were great. They were a lot
Yeah.
of fun. They were a lot of fun.
And some gay balls.
Some gay balls.
They have a great song and a video for it called "Some Gay Ball."
Right, some gay ball. But I thought he
Tribute,
said
you
some
know,
gay
military tribute, you know. But the way Killer was pronouncing it, Paul and I were like, "Did he say some gay balls?"
balls. We thought it was like a dance for gay people. We didn't know what it was.
That's funny.
They were great, though. They were good. They were a lot of
Oh
fun.
God, yeah.
Tony and Robert, they were really nice.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
That is really
That was
cool.
another night where it just flew by. 2 hours just flew by.
Yeah, and I appreciate you guys minding the ship while we were
No,
gone.
we want to keep it going. We keep the consistency. We don't
Yeah.
not have a show because then people start tuning out.
Yeah,
tuning
then
out,
you lose
know?
that momentum.
Exactly.
Oh, you're right.
Long
You're
somebody's
right.
here.
You
Long
got any
somebody's
lists?
here. What's
By
that?
any chance you got any lists?
I have a list.
Yeah, let's go on a list since we
Okay.
don't. Me and Gisela didn't have any time to prepare anything.
No problem. No inquiring minds?
No, we came right
If
from
you
the.
were on an island.
We came from the inquiring airport. Yeah, right.
Okay, the top 10 iTunes downloads of all time. Now, this is downloads. This is not
Music
record sales.
or
iTunes of all time.
Because you know you could download podcasts and all that.
No,
stuff.
this is for music. And don't forget, downloads didn't start that long ago, so it's not going to be any
Right.
really old.
No, I know of
stuff
guys
on
that were doing download back in the 70s.
there. Really? Not that kind of
Oh,
downloads.
never
Tim
mind that.
downloads all the time on his drapes.
Yeah, so the 10 most downloads of all time
Wow.
on iTunes.
It's got to be all that newfangled stuff like
The Cupid Shuffle.
It's
No,
all
I'm
not
kidding.
that long. None of it's really old. All of it's pretty much.
in this era,
Yeah,
decade.
it's definitely
Michael Jackson?
And I'm
No.
sorry, downloads from where?
iTunes.
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 Old Country Road.
No.
Get her up challenge. No.
How about Gummo by Takashi 69?
No.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is.
I downloaded
boy.
it. Yeah.
What is it?
It's rap. It's hardcore
Oh, okay.
rap, man.
Katy Perry.
No Katy Perry.
Katy
Eminem?
Perry.
No Eminem.
No.
That's good. If you name the person, it's easier. Then you can maybe get the song. Because it's going to be hard just to think of
Oh,
the
wait,
song.
wait,
All right,
wait.
he's-
Justin Bieber.
No, he's not on there.
Really?
Britney Spears.
Who?
Britney Spears.
No, she's old news, man. She's not. She wasn't around a long
Yeah,
time.
Britney Spears.
What's her name? Taylor
Taylor Swift is on the number 8. Go ahead.
Number 8. What's
That's
the
it?
song?
Shake it off.
No.
Shake it
wow.
off.
What's that other
Dance
song?
all
Yeah, I
night.
don't know her. You know that music.
I don't
better.
really listen to Taylor Swift.
Either
But you
way.
know the
I
music
love her.
better
Oh,
than me.
my
I don't listen to Taylor
She's very
Swift.
talented.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the song that she
Love Story.
loves to.
That's number 8.
Gonna run. Lady Gaga's on there.
Lady Gaga's on there.
Paparazzi?
She's number. Lady Gaga. Actually, she's on there with a.
How
she's on
about
there twice.
Shallow?
She's on there twice, Lady Gaga. Once with another person and once by herself.
Oh, it's
She's
gotta be
with Brad
Shallow.
Cooper.
Isn't Shallow on there with Brad Cooper?
No.
No. Really?
What did she do? Is it?
That's probably because it's kind of new still. It's only like less than a year old.
Oh, okay.
So it has to be, you got to figure downloads. It's got to be something that's.
Is
So
it?
Love
A little
Story. So she's on there. What? All right.
Lady
so-
Gaga's on it twice. She's number 2 and number 6.
Wait,
Right,
what's
Paparazzi?
what is it from one of the songs from the remake of that movie?
Star
No,
is Born?
that's what I just
Yeah.
talked
Is
about.
it
No.
Poker Face?
Poker Face is number 2.
Number 2.
Wow, Polka Fame.
Oh,
the
I'm
other one-
classic rock, my
And the other one,
friends.
number 6, she did a duet with Colby O'Donis.
Who the hell is that?
No, he's reading her as Colby O'Penis.
Number what is that?
Number 6.
I don't know who that is.
No
How
one's
about
gonna
Billie Eilish?
Not Gundam style. Just kidding.
No, it's called Just Dance.
Just kidding.
I never heard.
Just
never heard of it either.
dance, put on your
All right,
gate.
so we have 2, 6, and 8 so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, 2, 6, and 8.
What would
Something
be
with the
number
Beatles.
1? It's got to be
No
somebody
Beatles because
huge.
they don't forget they
No,
don't really.
just they didn't download.
Most
that
people
thing.
have the albums or the CDs.
Yes, they do.
Living a Vida Loca. Just kidding.
Vida La no, okay, Vida La
no.
Vida
Vida
by
La Vida.
Coldplay, number 5.
Okay.
Wow.
Really? I would have
You were
never.
close. You were close.
You Spanish enchilada too.
She goes to Jamaica. I mean, she goes to Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic.
Speaking of La
Ole,
Vita
ole,
Mia,
Cuando lo arregle mi cuarto, no encuentro
tonight's
nada.
show was brought to you by La Vita Mia.
La Vida Mia.
La Vita Mita.
Pizzeria, 1281 Arthur Avenue in Staten Island. And if you want the best stuff in Staten Island, that's where you got to go.
Right on Arthur Kill
At
Road.
least.
Arthur Kill Road.
And Calzone.
And we passed it, but it was closed by the time we passed it.
Yeah.
Went right
We
by.
finally-
There it is. There it is.
Me and Gisela finally went there when we dropped the kids
Oh,
off.
yeah?
for yeah, we went. And
They must have
ate
surprised
right
them.
before we went.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
It was
great.
a Sunday. He wasn't that busy,
He
thank
wasn't
God.
that
You know,
busy.
It was a Sunday. It was a soft, windy day.
it was like, yeah, it's like them old private
not
eyes.
sand.
It was a Sunday. I was sitting in my office drinking the scotch when she walked in.
That's funny though. That's,
the sun was
Sunday
going
usually a
through the
big day for Italian food. Was it
Yeah.
later?
Well, actually, not in Staten Island.
Really?
Because Sunday, everybody cooks.
Yeah, but it was
Not everybody. A
football
lot of people.
season.
Ah, Italiano.
What
you
time
gotta
did you
make
go
it
there?
in.
Around what time were you there?
Like 2 o'clock.
Oh, that's surprising.
Maybe a little
Yeah.
later because we dropped the kids off.
Yeah.
We dropped them
Like
off
2
early.
o'clock.
that
Yeah,
day,
we
so
dropped them
it
off.
was
That's
definitely
why. It was
before
too early.
4, that's for
It was
sure.
too early. You were in between lunch and dinner. That's why.
Who would be J Lo?
No J-Lo.
No,
Mr. 305. No, I'm kidding.
We got Gaga. We got Taylor Swift. Who's that other really big one? No,
Andre the
Katy
Giant.
He had a big hit.
I
I
don't
Crush
know.
You.
Pitbull?
Who? No, no Pitbull.
No Pitbull.
No pimples?
There's
That's some nice
there's a group that's
complexion.
there's a group that's number 1 and 3.
What, the Chinese group?
Group.
No.
There's a group that's 1 and
The
3.
Jonas
Are they
Brothers.
famous?
Yeah.
A group.
Are they famous? How can they not be famous?
I'll give you a
and be
hint.
number
I'll
one?
give you a hint.
Boom Boom Pow. No, I'm
It's,
kidding.
it's the lead singer. One of the lead singers is a girl,
Wow.
and the rest of them are guys. And it's
All right,
about
the-
4 or
Not
5.
The
Fergie.
Kardashian family.
Is it Fergie?
Fergie with Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, Black Eyed Peas. Boom
Two
Boom Pow.
songs, 1 and 3.
Boom Boom Pow.
Boom Power's number 3.
Wow.
Boom Boom Pow.
Boom.
That's number 3.
Tonight's gonna
Okay,
be.
number
one is
Yeah.
Black Eyed Peas also. Another song.
Oh.
That was. Don't,
Number one is big.
Don't funk with my heart.
No.
Killing me softly. No,
No.
that's
No.
the Fugees.
Oh, I got it. The Adam.
Well, you were singing it just
the
now,
Adam,
weren't you?
The Adam Sandler Hanukkah song.
No, that's a cool one. No, what were you just
Already
singing
know.
right now? From Boom Boom, not Boom Boom Pow.
Tonight's
Tonight's gonna be
gonna
good,
be a
good night.
What was that, Gomer Pyle?
Golly.
Yeah.
Gomer Pyle, are you still with Triumph or what?
Glamorous.
Surprise! Surprise!
No,
surprise!
Think of the Black Eyed Peas songs. That's
That's what I
number
was just
one.
thinking of.
Number one.
Glad-
It's one of the big hits.
Fergie.
See, I don't know them that well.
It's not glamorous.
No.
The Black Eyed Peas.
And we're not. We're not talking
Angel
classic
in the
rock
Morning?
here,
No,
man.
that's not.
No, no, it's not.
No.
Well, none of this stuff is classic rock.
Yeah, there's
Oh
no
my
rock.
God.
I'm lost.
This is all pop and R&B and rap. And
Oh, pop. Fanta, orange.
Shakira.
We called it pop.
we still didn't get the Black Eyed Peas one. Number one.
I know. I'm just thinking about it.
I don't
I'm
know
like,
that
what
song.
the
I
hell?
got a feeling.
Oh,
That's
you were
Beatles.
singing
said
it.
that.
I got a feeling.
Yeah,
I
I said
feel
that.
it.
Tonight's
Talking
gonna
about
be a good night.
Everybody
That's
had
the
a
song.
wet
That's number one.
dream.
Thank you for
Everybody
number
saw
one.
the
That's number one.
sunshine.
Okay,
Oh
so we
yeah.
got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 8. So we're missing
4, 7, and 9, and 10.
7, 9, 10.
Weren't those the
right.
numbers on the old Dr Pepper bottles? 4, 7, 9, and 10.
Shakira, right, Paul?
No Shakira.
No? What about Maroon 5?
No.
What's
Marshmallow.
that guy? Adam Levine?
Yeah.
Mac-
He's,
Macklemore.
he's Maroon 5. Yeah.
Macklemore? No.
Who?
Macklemore? No.
Got to be an Ed Sheeran.
No.
Whoo!
Not
Good.
yet.
I can't stand
He
him.
was in the top 20, but he's not. in
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
I'm yours.
Yes, I'm
Jason
yours.
Mars.
Yes.
What is it?
Very good.
I'm yours,
I
Jason
like that.
Mars.
I like
Which one?
that.
That's
yeah.
number 4.
Mars.
That's number 4.
I'm yours, Jason
Look
Mars.
into
So all you have is
your
7, 9, and 10.
I'm surprised Bohemian Rhapsody.
Does he have
with
any
all the
more?
resurgence.
Jason Mars?
Well,
or
most
that's
people
it?
already have it already. That's what I'm saying.
There's only one Jason Mars song on it?
Yeah, that's only one James Mars. No one else has doubles. The last 3 are
Oh,
singles.
so that's why herpes isn't on there. Most people have it already.
7, 9, and 10. Let me see. Trying to think of the really.
Number
big-
10 is a Rihanna song.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Diamonds in the
Fleetwood Mac.
Sky?
Rihanna.
Diamonds in the Sky?
The music.
I hate that.
Stop the
Fuck.
music.
Oh my God.
Taken by the sky.
Rihanna song. What's the
New York.
No, that's Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys, New York.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit. That's
Oh
it.
shit! I was.
That's the song.
Oh shit! Finish number 2.
Oh, ole shit. No, I'm kidding. Oh my God, Rihanna. Why don't I know this? Oh my
Alright,
God,
you
I
got
know.
it. I
I
don't
do
know.
know it, and it's just like in the tip
Wait,
of
let
my
me help
tongue.
you.
Help me.
It was at the tip of your head. I had to just
have
knock
to-
it off.
What sign do you put on your door when you're in a hotel?
Get the hell out.
Do not disturb.
No molestar.
Oh, Disturbia.
Disturbia, number 10.
Thank you.
Hey, is Cardio
Very
B
good.
on any of that? Cardio?
Cardi B.
There's only 2 left, 7 and 9.
Okay.
That's funny,
7
under-
and
One's
1.
one's 2 people, which I never heard of the song, and the other one I'm not sure if I heard the other, number 9.
What's the name of the artist? Can
Number
you tell
9
us?
is Leona Lewis.
Ugh.
Who the hell is that?
I don't
Oh man, she did all those
No.
movies with Dean Martin. They were
Yo no
funny.
sé. And what was the other one? The other
Marilyn
couple?
Monroe?
The other
Are you
the couple,
talking about Jerry Lewis?
Yeah.
Flo Rida and T-Pain.
Oh wait. Oh shit.
That's 7 and 9.
Oh,
Not high, but
apple
my
bottoms
God.
girl.
Low?
No.
Low.
Get low.
low, number 7. Flo Rida and
We're
T-Pain.
gonna
Fluoride.
All you have is number 9. Number 9 is with Leona Lewis.
I never heard
No
of her.
shots.
I have no idea who it is.
Maren Morris. Why don't you just meet me in the middle?
I am so freaking old because of this
Well, we listen to that
segment.
kind of music we listen to. So
Yeah,
All
I
right.
know.
really
I give
have-
up on the
Wow.
last one because I
Oh,
never
I
heard
know
of that
who is.
artist.
Leona Lewis. Now that
What's the name of the song?
The name
I
of the
don't know
song
it.
is Bleeding Love.
I keep bleeding,
Oh, you keep bleeding. I know.
Now
I know.
heard
I
it.
keep bleeding too.
Tim, you make sure you show up next week.
Oh, it's a party.
I keep bleeding.
I live for parties, please.
Party is mandatory attendance next week.
Yes.
All I know is-
Party. It's the party
this
next
sweater.
week.
All I know on this list
Party.
is Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, and Black Eyed Peas. I don't know anybody else.
You said you like brownies, right?
Yeah, poker face.
Hey, question for you music fans. Jason Mraz, is he related to Patrick Mraz? Because Patrick was a keyboardist with the Moody's
Was
for a
he
bunch of
really?
years. Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't.
Maybe it's
Sometimes
the
I
sun
just
or
don't know if
something.
they're joking.
Could
or
be.
serious.
Because he's
I was
young.
trying to think of the name
No.
of that song that Dante likes. It goes,
It's not a very unusual name. Look at the way it's spelled.
No, it goes
M-R-A-Z.
And that's how Patrick spelled it, too.
That's what I'm
But,
saying.
I mean,
so maybe
There was
maybe
one
He
others-
did the
song,
Moody
and I
Blues
never
in the early
understand how this
80s, you know,
person
so,
named it. All the-
yeah.
what was it? With the right. That's all
No,
she
no,
did.
no.
can't
Let it get it.
stand
Work,
that.
work.
Oh my God! How
I
did
don't
they-
like that song.
He
You
makes
need
fun
some-
of all of it.
You need
though.
some
This is
Freddie
fine.
Mercury in there. I got to get Frank Marino back on, and I want to know why Freddie Mercury was a dick.
He's not gonna. He don't want to talk about.
Oh, he said he don't care.
I know, but that's negative. We don't bring up negative.
Carlo,
stuff.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you why he's a dick.
that's-
He was very moody.
Well, that was scandalous.
But he was.
Wasn't that his
Freddie was
natural
very,
personality?
You know why
He was very
shocked
moody.
me?
Depending on the mood he was in that day.
But I never heard that. I heard that he was always so nice, and that with the Bohemian Rhapsody, they made him seem like everybody has a dark side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And-
Carlo.
But when he was
Okay.
when he drank, he got nasty.
And as per the movie, he was doing a lot of dope too.
Yeah.
You know, that'll mess you up.
And
you know?
when he drank, he got really nasty. And
Yeah.
his manager was just as really nasty.
But
His manager
Frank
really
was
bad.
right, though. He says whenever an artist says, I can't do it, it's
Yeah.
because of my manager, he says they're fucking lying.
Of course
he
they
said
are.
it's them that doesn't want
Yeah, because the manager always asks, "You want to do this?" No, I don't want to do
They
it. And
always-
they make an excuse for you.
Yeah, they're scapegoats.
Right.
Yeah.
Scapegoats. I like that one. That's a new one.
But all in all, our trip was 100. And, I had fun. And I got to relax.
That's the best part. You get, just to get away and clear your head.
Relax. Don't do it when you want to go to it.
Seriously, if I didn't have Dante
Frankie to
and
Hollywood?
JoJo and
Frankie to
I
Hollywood?
would have stayed home.
Yeah,
with
Frankie
the
goes to
three.
Hollywood,
If I
yeah,
didn't have my
yeah.
3 little
Oh, that movie,
monkeys.
Can you
I was a
imagine?
double exposure. What was it called?
I don't know.
It was Melanie Griffith's first movie.
Oh, I didn't
Body
see it.
Double.
Oh, yeah, I do know
That's
of
where the
that.
song's
Yeah.
from.
Relax.
Oh, never mind.
What?
That's a friend of ours. I'm not going to mention any names.
Yeah, we're not going to mention names. Yeah, pass it down.
Let's just say they're not very dainty, but they must assume that
Like,
they are.
well, that's one thing I have to
The
say
image of themselves.
because I'm like overweight and I consider myself
You're not
obese.
overweight.
And I'm at the beach and there's people my weight or heavier than me in bikinis, and I'm like, I don't even want to see myself
You should
looking
see
like that. I
you
got to
should-
see you.
You should see when people
Like,
go into
that's
Lori's.
gross.
When people go into my wife's store,
Oh, really?
and they'll,
They're
they'll,
in
they're like
denial?
a size 10. They want to squeeze into a size 4.
No, that's gross.
And then they want, and then they're
They're in
not supposed. Once you
denial,
buy a
that's
bathing
for
suit, you're
sure.
not supposed to return it against
Oh,
the health
no.
laws, and they'll return it the next day after they wear them.
Oh, wow.
No.
No.
Yeah, that's a health
My wife
issue.
won't take them back.
I get like,
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if I'm like, if it's me, like, because I'm just like, I'm not that confident, like, to go out there and just put that. And
We've
and
got some
sometimes-
pride and vanity in
But
us. We do.
sometimes they make, like, things in your size doesn't mean that you should wear them.
Right.
Right.
You
Well,
know,
it's like
I
you said
think
before.
you should.
Like you said
yeah.
before, some people are naked on the beach. Some people don't want to see naked on the
Well,
beach.
it's not naked, but when I was a 600-pound guy, conversely, if I went
can't
on
imagine
the
that.
beach,
Conversely,
I wore shorts. I was, the right length.
600 pounds.
But I didn't have a shirt on,
623.
and
Can't imagine
I
that.
was under. Listen, I didn't think I was 200 pounds or 150. I went out there. If you don't like it, don't look.
Right.
Yeah, see,
I wasn't
can't.
going to be ashamed of myself.
No, you gotta be proud of
These
I don't
women
even
you're-
think I'm like.
That takes a lot of balls right there. Seriously.
No, but you
Yeah.
you
I
see
give you a
these.
lot of I give you a lot of credit for being
Now
like that.
you see these girls walking around the mall. I seen this one girl in the mall. She had this ass the size of like Ohio, and on it it had
Was it
P-
me?
Oh.
No, I'm okay.
On the back of her
Oh.
ass, it said P and K. And then I come to realize that it was pink, and the I and the N got sucked up in the middle. Oh my God!
Some of those women you watch out, you could find their pet cat
I
stuck there.
can't.
That's funny.
I
What
just
kind,
don't
as long as you're
understand.
happy with yourself.
But in the DR, what kind of women were you talking about? Native women
first
or
time I
just?
ever saw the first time I've ever saw
I don't even
somebody.
know. It's just very.
Because if it's the
confident,
native
obese
women, you figure that's the culture they're
Well,
raised in. They're not,
The
they're
first
not
time I ever
uptight.
saw a girl way too big for her bikini. She was literally about 8 months pregnant,
Oh wow.
and she's just wearing a little string bikini
With a hand hanging down.
The baby was ready to walk out.
Seriously, I was waiting for little swimmies and stuff
Well,
like that.
In answer to Tim's question, most of the women that we saw there that shouldn't have been wearing bathing suits were tourists. The
Okay,
women
I'll
that
give
are
you
on
that.
the island, they're the 90% of them are very attractive, and they're all like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They are skinny rails. They're put the not overabundance with the breasts. A lot of them are like
Modest,
small.
just modest.
Yeah.
Well,
Not,
there was a lot of French people.
Keep
there.
going. I'm about to finish.
Well, a lot of French people go to those. A lot of French people go to the Caribbean.
and
Yeah.
what I liked the best about it, I walked around. No matter if you passed a guy that was mopping floors, hola, good morning. Everybody, you would pass 30 employees, and 30 people would say good morning. or
Even the,
hola.
If you don't, they get
people,
fired, that's
the
why.
guests would.
That's the
too.
truth.
No,
Really?
but where did you ever see that though? Where they
Every
actually,
island.
I guess
every
if they
island,
don't,
Every
they'll-
island.
I
if
didn't
that's
expect like a
etiquette.
maintenance guy to say that. You
That's
know
their
what I'm
job.
saying?
If they don't do it, they get fired. I'm telling you. They
But
want
they're
their
ve-
jobs. They don't want to lose
but
their job.
It's not even that. I'm sure that that's one of the rules, but it's in their culture to be
Yeah.
hospitable.
Yes.
The Dominican people, they're very nice people.
You're on a roll, man.
You know.
All of a sudden.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool, man.
But like I said, I definitely recommend people to go out there. It's a poor country. When you're driving up to this place, Paul,
Yeah,
it
gosh.
looks like
I know, a
Iraq.
third world country.
It
that's
is.
just broken.
They all look like that. All the islands are like that.
The cars are as big as this table. There's no like luxury cars. They're all little cars, or everybody's on
Because the streets are
mopeds.
narrow. That's why.
And they're all
they're
on
on its
they're all,
side.
they're all on motorcycle mopeds.
Yeah, scooters. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
mopeds,
And it's but
To them, it's just a way of life. It's just,
I'll tell you what. In the next 10 years, that's going to be the hot because they're building up everything over there. They're building condos.
They
I
have
said
to.
he should open up a resort.
You
calling
should
it
open up
Peep-
a satellite
Peeping
office.
Tom.
Angels and Answers in the DR.
Yeah, like they could afford me 50 cents a day.
Yeah,
Ay,
right?
ay,
I know
ay.
your slogan is, I know what room you want.
That's good. That's good.
I can't. But no, it was awesome.
Yeah. The other day I went to a new Aldi's in the neighborhood, you know. Can't beat their meat.
Starting off is called Praise for Pesos.
Yeah, many guys do.
No, I'm just laughing at Carlo because we're on
Clean up.
vacation
Clean
and
up
he's
aisle
already
four. Yeah.
he's on his phone looking at Bora Bora and I'm like,
No, I want to actually. It's funny you mentioned that. I would like to go to Montego Bay.
Come sing me
you're
line.
not gonna be
Come sing me
disappointed. Yeah.
That's an
Montego
all-inclusive,
Bay.
too?
Inclusive.
Yeah.
Sandals and Montego Bay. Yeah.
Oh wow.
We can't go barefoot?
But a lot
Oh,
of those.
yes, you can.
Well, you're
see,
right, though. A lot of those islands are like that. You go there, and the place is like a slum, and all of a sudden you got this jewel in the middle of it.
Was that
And
how
you don't leave
Montego
the- you don't
Bay
leave the
is when you get
complex.
there? It's like the jungle and especially Jamaica. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean, like I said, the moment the gates open up, welcome to Fantasy Island.
Yeah,
Because
right.
That's exactly what it looks like. So when you're talking about it, I mean, I could relate to every detail and every feeling and every moment.
I just was always
It's-
lured
it's-
to the tropical.
thinking that one, too.
Environment. I love to be on. I'm a
Yeah.
beach person. She's a beach person, but she had the blister, so she had to. The sand was here, so she had to hang out by the pool a lot. But she came on the beach a couple times for me.
so
And
I went
thought-
on an excursion without knowing how to
That's
swim.
it.
Yeah,
It was me.
we had fun doing that. The scuba diving. I was
I'm very
down,
proud of you.
and the
Do you
guy
have
went.
any bikini pictures of you or what?
I
Hell to the no.
I have. When I went down into scuba, there was a guy who was taking pictures. I'm actually down, sitting in a chair at the bottom of the ocean. And then they gave you food, and the fish came right up to you, and you're feeding the fish.
No.
Where in the
I
world-
These
wear-
fish actually run?
See, in Jersey City,
I
you
not
sleep
only
with the
wear
fish.
I'm
Yeah,
covered, I
yeah.
have a cover on my cover.
You know,
This
because
was really crazy. So I'm in what was that? Antigua.
Antigua.
I'm at the island tweak, and my wife and I, when I was married at the time, my wife and I we were with this lovely, fun couple, younger couple. They were awesome. The guy, what he did for a living, he sold good used Rolexes for a living, and he did very well. But in any case, so him and I, he goes, hey Art, he goes, let's go out get a sailboat. He goes, I know how to go do a sailboat. He goes, you sit there. He says, let's just go out there for a little bit. I said, yeah, that sounds like fun. So we're out on the sailboat, and we're not that far out from the beach. You know, we're like maybe I don't know, maybe 20 yards out, if that. And so I'm looking at the water. We're sitting on the boat, and I'm looking down because it's one of those small sailboats. And I'm looking down, and I said, I'm going to jump off really quick. I said, I just want to go in the water. I'm going to hit the ground, and I'm going to come right back up. He goes, you're not going to hit that ground. He goes, that's 15 feet deep, at least. I go, no, it's not. It's about maybe 6 feet. He goes, go ahead. And so I jumped off, and I'm going, and I couldn't hit the bottom
Wow.
because the water was that clear that the ground looked like it was only
right,
about 5,
it's
6
very
feet.
deceiving. You're
Wow.
right. Yeah.
So that was like very
So it's like
interesting.
magnified.
So he goes like this to me. He says, "So did you hit the bottom?"
It's funny you
In
should
my
say
life,
that.
I've
Like,
had it
no,
a few
bottoms
times.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
It's funny you should say that because I was in the I was by the water. I wasn't out scuba diving, and I was trying to find a because there's no shells over there. I was looking for.
What, I have Exxons?
The other lady found beautiful
No, but I was looking for
shells.
like a rock or a stone to bring back as a souvenir, and I saw one, and I'm going like this, and I'm like, I can't,
And then
it's
it
right
moved.
there. Why can't I dare? And I kept going down further, and I couldn't reach it. I'm like, where the hell?
You know, Carlo, you made fun of a lot of things I did, but you didn't make fun of
What's-
one of the funniest things I did by the pool.
You pooped?
No.
Oh,
Baby.
she's not. Gisella's. She's not a big drinker, so that was when she had the blister. So we decided they have like it was cool. You could swim up to the bar.
Yeah, I've
So
done that.
the bartender was
Oh,
cool,
I like
Miguel.
that. I know what you're talking about.
So the Dominican Republic has this like their drink is called Mama Juana. That was the. So
Oh yeah.
I like
so
smoking
that's
that.
what it's called.
Mama
Mama
Juana.
Juana's one of them. Pitoro's another one, and Chichiwazi is another one.
Is
Those are real.
Really?
So
Yes.
it's honey and something in it, and it's got an
It
African.
actually
it's
tastes
powerful.
delicious.
And he gives her
Almost
that, and
drinks
she's
on.
fine. And that, but she was drinking those frozen.
So then we
drinks.
met a couple from Chicago, and he decided to do a rounds of beer,
Mini
chasers,
beers.
mini beer thing
Right.
shots.
So you treated everybody to the mini.
It's
So yeah,
free.
it's
I
free,
know,
right?
I'm
So isn't
joking.
it
Yeah.
funny? But
I'm
he did a
joking.
round
I
for
know.
everybody.
Yeah.
So of
I
course,
said that
I'm a
because she
good
said that.
sport, and I had one. He didn't, and he chucked it in the pool.
I made like I was drinking it.
so
and
that
I
was a
went in the
gay
water.
move on his part.
Because I don't want to
Put the beer in the water.
Yes,
Yeah.
literally.
And you complain everything's watered down.
Yeah.
So,
So me,
No, in this case, it's beard down.
right. So I drank it like a good sport that I am.
but
And
she
then
was
I
also
felt a little
drinking
bit like, woo, things started moving. I was like, woo.
See, what her is,
Just-
she doesn't know
The
when to
weather's
stop.
changing.
Yeah. I was just, I found my way out the pool.
Good.
But
Beer's
she
a lot
was-
stronger out of the country.
She was
then I
also
puked.
drinking those frozen drinks. They're called Majestics,
that
and it
was
was
good.
It was
It
like
tastes
a
like a
creamsicle.
creamsicle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's
I
really
was
good.
drinking a Blue Hawaiian. I'm not a.
You blew a Hawaiian?
Yeah.
Puff
I
a
don't
puff of
want-
rice.
See, I don't mind drinking, but I don't want to get like. I don't want to wake up with like. So
was
she's
trying to get in
drinking
the
and
mood.
she's laughing and she doesn't realize it. She don't know it. Like they'll keep handing it. She'll go, okay.
I just have to be a
okay."
good sport.
So.
I can't believe he blew a Hawaiian.
So she's
You were
she's
some kind of
almost pissed.
macadamia
I had to
nut.
walk her up to the room, and she plopped right on the bed. And 6 hours later, that's the way she woke up in the same spot. She did not move for 6 hours.
Good for you.
And then she woke up like, remember that commercial? I think I ate the whole thing with the
Alka-Seltzer,
Alka-Seltzer
yeah.
commercial.
That's funny.
But,
Yeah.
Oh, the great drink of Jamaica, at least being at the islands, was a dirty banana.
a dirty banana.
Unbelievable.
That's Tim's
It's
nickname.
like a-
Dirty rotten
No,
scandal.
Carla Varola gave you that nickname.
That was the most popular drink the entire time.
I
we were there.
found
And
you
it's
could clean it up a little bit though if
dirty
you go
banana.
through a car
No, it's
wash
like
with
some
your
type of
pants
vanilla
off.
liqueur and stuff mixed with a banana.
Artie.
That doesn't appeal to me.
My second wife was so big. One time I snorted coke off her ass. I OD'd on one line.
Oh shit,
And the Coke smelled funny.
Yeah.
that was fun. So Artie, what would you recommend, Antigua or Montego Bay?
Montego Bay.
Montego Bay.
Definitely, it's
Really?
more modern.
Both of them.
It's more
Both of
modern.
them. No, well, both of them were just to me all the islands because I've been to St. Lucia, Antigua, and Montego. They're all one is just as fantastic as the other.
You should
No
write a book
exaggeration.
about each one. Like the Diary of Antigua.
I like Atlantis. I like Paradise Island. I like Paradise Island.
Yeah.
Tim,
That's
Tim,
not
you're
far.
a trip without the luggage. Let me tell you. The Diary of Antigua. Where do you come up with this shit?
I'm a retard. You know that. Oh, can't say that today.
This is a very
I'm
shitty
challenged.
conversation.
That's funny.
I can't.
So
You know what? I'm a little disappointed. This is the first year Jim DeLocus didn't call me for my birthday.
Oh,
Well, he might be a little busy.
He calls me every
But he might be in
year
the middle of something.
as Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, that's
Every freaking year. He's like,
You hear that,
hello,
Jim? You hear that,
dear."
Jim? Hello, puppet.
Oh, he sounds
Hello,
just like
yeah,
her.
always,
We gotta meet. You
always.
gotta meet Jim.
You
If you
would
get a
love him.
chance,
Gotta
if
have
he's
him come in one of these days.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, it's hard
Yes.
because he's in Queens.
I'll have him stay at my house. That's all.
No, I
He's
know.
not
Yeah,
in
but
there
Artie
before.
made
I
it from
would love
Jamaica,
to.
Queens.
See if
gotta
he'll
ta-
come.
He don't drive. He's like you. He rents.
drives.
car-
Yeah, but
No,
he
he drives.
does
Where does he
drive.
live?
Yeah, but
Where
he-
does he live?
Queens.
Queens.
Oh, okay.
But
you got-
he stayed at my house before. I'll have him just come and stay.
Let me tell you something. If you get a chance to see him,
He
you
is
would like him.
one of the best people.
You've
you
seen
know.
Paul. Now you got to see Jim
Paula gets mad
DeLocus,
because I say the
John
best.
Peasy.
Yeah,
and you got to see Joey Cola.
And Joey Cola and John Peasy.
Joey Cola.
Yes. John Peasy you'll love.
I think he'd love
That's
all of
Stan.
them. I think he'd love all of them.
Well,
They're all- they're all
Artie can
top.
appreciate anything. I could see Artie
this
sitting
is
in
the
there
first
with.
All the people-
I'm easily entertained. I really am.
But these people are all top.
I
notch.
could see him and what is Harlan and Marty.
Har-
Okay, so make us laugh already.
I see no laughs in the future.
Yeah, man.
yeah, man.
Too
I
funny.
can't.
All right, so the holidays.
I still want to know
are-
about the Blue Hawaiian. Not that you blew.
the Blue Hawaiian. Is,
No, you Blue Hawaiian. You said no, Blue Hawaiian.
it's basically a pina colada with blue.
Oh, it's
Pina.
a drink. Oh.
Yeah.
He blew Hawaiian and he ate some nuts.
He's a macadamia nut. That's what he
It
is.
was on a very slow, windy day.
It was delicious because I'm not like into.
Tiny bubbles in my mouth.
When I was younger, I used to drink. Now,
Lemon trees are so pretty.
I tell you what, when I was younger, my drink of choice was an Alabama Slammer.
Oh, you and me both, baby. I loved them. Yeah,
It tastes like Hawaiian Punch going down, and then
Yeah.
about an hour later, she was making fun of me because I was getting a little giddy too, and I'm like, I'm at the bar going, I survived the Majestic, and she starts.
No, I said, wouldn't it be fun if we if we would have got to the hotel and made like a funny voice and made believe that that was our voice for the whole time? I said, "Excuse me, can I have a cigar? Where's the pour?" Just keep
She's
on
doing
talking.
this at the buffet, sitting there. She's cracking herself up, and she's like, "Hello, can you say hello to my little cigar?" And she's just going off.
No, because they have to be professionals. So what if you really you went in with a voice like that?
So I'm gonna pull a Giusello. I'm gonna ask everyone a question.
Go ahead.
Your favorite drink of all times that you love to drink?
Oh
is,
shit,
easy.
mine's Sex on the Beach.
Is it? That's
Mhm.
your
We didn't ask
favorite?
you what you want to do.
Mine's-
We asked what you
I
do.
want to do it and drink it
With all the sand.
with all the sand.
Long Island iced tea for me.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
sweet.
Long Island iced tea. The
Mine's pina colada.
pina colada. Yeah.
I love pina coladas. I like ice. I like ice. I like
That's
it.
how Carlos
Bay
started.
Breeze.
He started with
Bay
the
Breeze.
pina
Without the
colada.
Yeah.
I like it better without the rum. But
I don't
Yeah,
drink
I
hard
know.
liquor anymore,
Well,
but I
it's
love
funny.
the Bay Breeze.
He
when I was
started with the
young
pina
man.
colada, and then he ended up with the blue Hawaiian because blue Hawaiian is pina colada with the blue.
Well, what is your
Curacao
favorite?
inside.
My back in the day, it was Alabama Slammer, but then I used to drink Sex on the Beach, and then I combined them. I made one called Sex in the Slammer.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's hard.
disgusting.
Yeah, that's unheard of.
Well, you have experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
That's
Paul.
pretty
I got the first place in the prison dance contest fucking trophy.
You got the trophy,
that
yeah.
you gave me for my birthday. And the next year, he gives me a bail bondsman sign.
You need it.
I know.
God.
Keep you and Steve Trevelise. Go, oh, still on probation. Like it's 8 years ago. Get over it, Steve. You know, but
Actually,
What
I
about you?
also
What about
love
you?
Tom
I
Collins
said
with
the
gin.
Bay Breeze.
Tom Collins, that's
Yeah.
old school.
Maybe it's nice. It's
Yeah.
light. It's not too
I
heavy.
love. I know it is, but that's.
He's like,
But I
that's
don't drink hard
old
liquor anymore,
school.
so.
I never heard of it.
The worst
Yeah.
is brandies.
Really?
Brandies are the
What's,
worst. They're
what's
too
your
sweet.
drink, Tim?
Bay Breeze. I used to love it when I was in
Oh,
my
Malibu?
20s.
Yeah, I used anything
No,
with Malibu
vodka,
rum.
pineapple, and
Cranberry.
cranberry. Yeah,
Yep.
Oh, okay.
cranberry. Yeah.
I like any tropical
When I go
drink.
to a breakfast, I order cranberry and
Mimosa?
orange.
I know,
Actually,
like
cranberry and
mimosas?
orange juice.
Oh yeah.
No,
with champagne.
or cranberry and pineapple. I just
Oh,
order
mix
that.
them
I like
together?
the pineapple.
Yeah, I mix them together when
Yeah.
I have breakfast. Like if I'm going to a diner or something.
That's good.
That's what
It's
I
good.
like.
That is
What's,
good,
what's in
yeah.
a mimosa besides orange juice? What's in a mimosa?
Mimosa
What's
is
that?
Champagne,
Isn't that
isn't it?
champagne?
Champagne.
and almond
I
juice.
like champagne.
Champagne and orange juice.
No screwdrivers here.
You know what? I don't like that
That's
mojito.
champagne.
I don't like
know, that's
mojitos with
orange
the
juice
mint in
and
them.
Vodka.
Oh, really? I see. I like that.
Mojitos, yeah. I never
Yeah,
tried one, but
enjoy-
I
You never
I,
tried them. You don't like it. What the
I
hell?
just I don't think I would like that minty taste.
Nobody likes Patron here, like cafe.
Ooh,
Patron.
I got so sick of
like
tequila
it.
once.
Everybody
Patron's
likes
okay.
it. They just can't handle it.
Oh, you know what? One of my favorite. Totally forgot. One of my favorite drinks of all time is Fireball.
Fireball.
Love the
Well, that's just
You
a
sing
bit.
it?
Oh,
Sweet, too.
whiskey.
Just straight up Fireball.
Doesn't that
You sing
taste
it?
like Big Red gum?
I love it.
Yeah,
It's cinnamon.
yeah, the
It's
cinnamon.
yeah.
When I first got married in '95, I actually
Oh, what a
bought.
night.
I actually went to chop all the cinnamon out of that Fireball. Oh my god, it was so fucking good.
What's okay? Listen, how
I was
about this?
bored. Yeah.
If
Had
you're
to
in
get
prison,
the sugar
let's
out,
put this:
the
you're on
crystallization
death
out.
row.
So
and you have
good.
one meal last meal. What's your last meal?
Oh boy.
Last meal.
It's like I asked somebody that question. You know what his answer? I just asked somebody that question. He says,
We're always in sync.
he goes like this. He goes, I really don't give a shit. I'm worried about dying. I'm not worried about what I'm eating.
What'd you get one meal? You gotta go to something. You gotta.
You gotta eat
I'm just
something.
thinking about dying. You know.
You get one meal though. You
The
got
whole
meal?
meal or just dinner?
Believe it,
one meal.
believe it or not, from TGIF's Jack Daniel's steak.
Oh, I was gonna say chicken strip.
Flat iron steak.
Flat iron steak, Jack Daniel's, or Jack Daniel wings. Unbelievable.
Okay.
With the bone.
See,
Unbelievable.
he likes
taste.
he likes the bone.
I
Deep
like the
bone.
bone.
Deep
He
bone.
likes
Say,
the
Oh,
bone.
Artie-
seriously, because I love the flavor. I love it. Love
Okay.
it. Love it.
Gisela.
I would have to go with a nice lobster, and then I have to, because I have a sweet tooth, I have to have my baklava
Under the bed.
under my bed.
Oh wait, so going to dessert. So because is there dessert with the meal? Because if there's dessert with my meal,
I have to have my
want
baklava.
hot. I want a hot fudge
Brownie.
brownie
With vanilla ice
with
cream?
vanilla ice cream on it. Absolutely.
Not a big
Alright.
dessert guy. I'll give my dessert to somebody else.
I'll eat it.
Then after that, you can kill me.
Then you
After
can
having
fucking
an
kill me.
orgasm like that for the last Yahoo, then you can.
Then
kill
you could just
Last
fucking-
meal would be
last meal.
shrimp parmesan with capellini.
and Cheetos.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. or veal.
That was what I was going to say. Mine was going to be veal parmesan with spaghetti with meat sauce,
Yeah,
or
speaking of,
or
we gotta
Chinese,
go to-
or Japanese hibachi.
No, my last meal would be. Her name's Veronica.
That was Tim's answer.
Wasn't that Mambo number 5?
I would seriously something that's just so terrible it would piss me off. It's like let's get this fucking life over with. You know?
What if
Kind
the
of
girl?
negative, isn't it?
I want
Yeah.
to go out on a high note, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, Tim. What if the girl had a dirty banana?
But then she's not a girl.
Yeah. She's a Jenner.
Hey, just remember, if you see the apple, then not too far
Listen,
from the apple is the banana.
He had a blue Hawaiian. You want to have a Brazilian nut?
Yeah, I like Japanese hibachi too, shrimp.
Japanese hibachi.
So the holidays.
yeah.
So since the holidays are coming up, what do you? Listen, I know nobody asks for anything. Was there something that you would like to get for yourself, or you would like somebody to give you for Christmas?
All inclusive.
Brazilian nut?
No, just be.
A Brazilian wax. Yeah, right?
Listen, I know
crack.
everybody likes to give and receive. I get that, but just be selfish for,
For
this
yourself.
question.
Okay, for
Yeah.
yourself. What would you like?
What would I like? We're talking fantasy, so it's like.
Yeah.
No, it could be something
Yeah, anything
simple,
you want.
whatever.
Simple.
It could be
Something you
lavish.
want.
It could be, you
Yeah,
know.
someone buys for you, or you buy for yourself.
It could be a matzo brie, you know.
Yeah, matzo brie. That's also in my to-do list for the last meal. No, but when you said that, if I had a boat,
Oh, okay.
believe it or not, a
What,
boat.
what kind of what size you talking?
A boat.
Probably Queens over 9s.
No, it's a full house.
You're talking about a boat or a dinghy?
Yeah. No,
A boat angle.
listen, I'd be happy with a 23-foot.
Oh, wow.
But you know why I say a 23 and not like a 40-foot or
Right.
anything?
Because guys exaggerate.
No, because I like to be close to the water, not so small
It's
where
more
it's like you have to
intimate,
paddle.
right?
That's a submarine,
But
then.
I want to feel the water, but I also seriously
You want
so
some
like
safety.
a 21,
You want some safety.
More
21,
intimate.
23.
It's more
'cause I want to
intimate,
feel
right?
the water, but
It's
yeah,
more
it's-
intimate, yeah.
Piss
Like
off
the
some
SS Minnow,
mobsters.
like the
You'll be
SS Minnow.
feeling the water.
seriously, yes,
Like the SS
yes.
Minnow.
It's like
Seriously, seriously, if
I
if
actually
you gave me
did
a choice to have
enjoy-
anything, it would be a boat.
Caddyshack.
That was my first time on a
Judge
boat,
Ball.
too, this
You
year.
broke my dinghy.
Yeah. Smells.
Nice.
So
Hey,
when you're on the
smells.
water, when you're out in the seas, it's a whole nother freedom.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. A whole nother
I think
freedom.
it's like serenity. I think it just feels like
Serenity.
very.
As long as you're not out in the middle of the ocean during a storm, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Right.
Well,
That's scary
Yeah.
then.
As long as you're not on a 3-hour
not like
tour.
him. 7:00 in the morning, he's in the storm this morning.
Oh, this morning. I was raining. I didn't care. I'm in the water.
He's
It's
in the
raining,
water.
But
I'm
it
like
rains for
freaking
like 10
pouring.
minutes, you know?
Yeah, all the storms go through there.
But
it
yours, all right. So what's yours?
I would like for
She just asked
no.
her- what did you
Honestly,
ask
I
her?
would like
I'd give my present
no.
She's-
I'm gonna be selfish. I would like to pimp my ride. I would like to actually like pimp
Oh,
my
yeah.
away.
She wants a
like
remote
chrome it up?
star
You mean
and a
chrome-
radio.
I-
You lost me in that. I couldn't.
I
even
would
give it
like
you
to
if I-
pimp my ride. I would love to
Like a
fix
lowrider?
I have a 2013 Nissan Rogue that needs a hubcap because somebody lost it on the way to some kind of stupid show.
No, I didn't. They stole it.
Yeah,
Was it a deer?
probably.
Oh.
But I would like to like soup up my car. Like
She
make it
wants
look
to get a
nice.
remote
Oh,
start.
You know,
so
get a
that-
remote
so that's what you
starter,
want. So you-
radio,
oh, so
like
you wanna
just fix
doll up
my
your
car.
car.
She wants a remote
Like,
start.
it's still not
with
for
the
me.
eyelashes on the.
No,
on the,
ill. No, not gay. No, I like a manly. I like that nice,
She wants it chromed up.
powerful
She want it
car.
chromed- You want it
She-
chromed up, right?
Yeah.
No, she actually mentioned that she wants like the remote start and a better radio.
I
for
miss
the
I miss having like just a nice clean car, nice.
Yeah, because she wants an Alpine
duty
so
up
she
car.
can go through the neighborhood like she's in like
I don't want
the
an
Bronx.
Alpine.
Get those horns.
Wait. Do you want the car that
Imagine.
goes up
Oh
too?
my god.
Low rider.
I
It's
would
a low
love. I
rider.
would love like a 4x4.
Yeah, she's gonna have that. What you call it?
It's a low rider. It's a
When
low
she
rider.
comes down the street, you hear.
With the hydraulics? Oh God.
Come on, I'm a NASCAR race driver. Deep down inside, that's
about
my
you, Carlo?
dream.
Oh wait. Did you see? Speaking of NASCAR, did you see that? Oh, what's that car movie? I saw it too.
Oh, movie cars?
Huh?
No.
No, Matt
Which
Damon and some
Yeah,
Brit.
with Matt Damon in it. I just saw
Ford
that.
versus Ferrari.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that's-
have to
yeah,
watch
I
it.
was
No,
gonna
I didn't
watch
see it
that,
yet.
but
Yeah, you'd love that movie.
I
If you're
would
into
definitely-
cars,
I
you're
love
one.
cars.
When it said Ford versus Ferrari, I thought it was going to be a law film. Seriously, I didn't know it was going to be all
I
about
I
racetracks
asked you
and
if you
stuff.
wanted to watch it. You made fun of me.
No, I didn't make fun of you.
Well, it's based
Because
on a
we
true
had
story.
that
It
on the
wasn't-
fire
Yeah,
station.
it is.
But it wasn't
And
a
it's
good
really cool
quality.
when you hear all the see all the subtitles of what happened and to everybody. And
Awesome.
and
Okay.
I didn't realize it was a true story to the end, which made it even that much more cool.
Here's what I want.
Tell me what you want. What you
Very
really want.
simple.
Don't ask
In the
me to tell
movie
you.
Hobbs and Shaw, with The Rock and Jason
I
Statham.
used to read that comic strip.
The Rock was in the scene. He was like having his workout shake, and he had a Motley Crue 1983,
Oh, here we
84
go.
Shout at the Devil World Tour shirt.
He wants
And a tote bag.
No tote bags.
No, he
I
wants
want,
the shirt.
I want the tank top that there were two of those 2 double X's. Shout at the Devil World Tour
All right,
Motley
guys.
Crue 83,
Whoever wants
84.
to buy it for him.
That's what I want. Those 2 shirts. That's
you
it.
love collectibles. You love collectibles. That's
No, but this is something I'm going to wear. It's not actually
Oh,
a
okay.
collectible,
Oh, okay.
but it's just a cool looking
Even
shirt.
if it's a small version.
And even if
Forget
you
about
buy
extra
even if you buy
larges.
him a regular T-shirt, he'll just cut the sleeves off and make it a tank top.
Right, exactly.
That's all right, man. It's cool. It's yours. You can do what you want with it.
And he will.
And
He's
Paul?
funny.
Paul needs
my-
a printer that's going to work.
No, my printer works.
No, he's
Just
got
run out of ink because I always printing everything.
He needs ink. Send ink.
Ink. I know what I want because I'm going to get it after Christmas. Either way,
What?
I'm getting another heavy bag because I love it.
Never
I,
had
miss,
that.
I had
Oh,
to throw mine away because it got mold on it because my window broke during a
Aw.
storm and got all moldy and I
I
threw
thought
it
you were
away.
going to get an Astro van.
Oh,
A
if I
mini-
could find one that's good.
A heavy
Mint,
bag.
yeah, but I want a heavy bag again because
Really?
I was in the best shape of my life when I had to hit a heavy bag.
What about
The
you ever
best
had,
exercise.
Kickboxing or boxing?
No,
boxing?
boxing.
Oh, really?
It's
Punching.
good for your stamina. It gives you wind and it tones you up. It's just.
Did you ever
I
have
could,
a
I could
speed
do a
bag?
5-hour show. Never get out of breath.
He used to
after
do it all the
boxing.
time.
I would do I would box for an hour and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would love it.
What about a speed bag?
Nah,
See, I like the
heavy
speed bag.
I like the
Yeah,
heavy
when
bag.
you're 19. These days, it's just
Oh,
barely crawls.
Yeah, I want the heavy
Retro
bag.
Fitness
Do you know
in
this, though?
Bayville's
When
got
you
a speed
mentioned that,
bag.
when you said, I could go for an hour and a half for your boxing bag. What that reminded me of when I was about 10 or 11 years old, I go into the basement of my friend Patrick
Swayze.
Campo. No, my friend Patrick Campo.
Swayze.
And he always, and he was always, all right, come on downstairs. Come on, let's go box. Let's go. And now, mind you, I was skinny.
Right.
But I guess I could hold my own for a fellow my
I
size.
can box, but I'll do your taxes.
Exactly. I clean your house.
Where's the fruit you want me to box?
Don't touch me. I don't fight. I'm a lover.
Where are those oranges?
So we're boxing. So we have the gloves on and stuff, and we're boxing around. Mind you, we're only 10, 11 years. So all of a sudden we get caught up with each other, and we started boxing each other, and both of us wouldn't stop hitting each other nonstop. Not like
That's
this.
funny.
Both of us like this,
Right.
and we're laughing, crying hysterically while we're hitting each other in the face, in the stomach, and we wouldn't stop, and we couldn't stop. I think we fell down out of laughter,
Right.
not because we got knocked out. That
That's
was like
great.
a moment. I totally forgot about that.
The only best exercise other than boxing is swimming. It's only,
Or sex.
Wow.
On the beach.
Speaking
With a pina
of,
colada.
it's a friend of mine that's a
A blue
comedian.
moon.
Listen to this. There's a friend of mine as a comedian in Brooklyn. His name is David Finkelstein. Now, he's like 100%
Jewish.
He has to do the whole thing with the Sabbath and everything, and it's funny.
Black?
There was fun, yeah, right. There was a bit he did in his act where he went to the store and he had to buy something. You're not allowed to touch women or something.
I don't know.
So the girl asked him, "Would you like a receipt?" He goes, "I would love a receipt." But I didn't understand it until somebody explained it to me because you're not allowed to touch.
Well, he's an Orthodox.
Yes. So he's like, "I would love a receipt," because then he has no choice but to tell. It was just funny.
How about you, Tim?
Yep.
What do you want?
I'm working on a skit.
He wants money to pay for his daughter's wedding.
Carlos Santana, but as a Jewish guy. Oy vey como va, bar mitzvah.
It's a hit,
He's
folks.
killing himself tonight.
She's a Hasidic black woman.
He is
Oy
the
vey como
Eggman.
va, bar mitzvah.
Have a nigila.
I've had one. Nah, no good.
You should go up to somebody and go, "I am the huevo man."
That no, el hombre huevo. El hombre huevo. That's how they say it in
Say that
Spanish.
to Ann Wilson next time. See if she smiles.
God, yeah.
If you had somebody, now we're going to ask this question. If you had somebody that you could visit,
Living or dead?
dead or alive,
Okay.
me, hands down, John Lennon.
Okay. That's a good choice.
My grandfather.
I have
No,
to-
no,
I have,
Mario.
I have to narrow it down to two.
My grandfather. Yeah.
I'll
definitely.
just give the
Let's say
initials.
outside of family. How about outside of family? Because that's obvious.
Outside of family.
I would love to see my father.
Dead or
Yeah.
alive. Pitbull and dance with him all night.
Okay.
Yeah.
SK. SK.
What is that?
Cosmetics, is it? No, that's Mary Kay. Never mind.
Sammy Kinnison.
Sam
Oh,
Kinison.
okay. I know what you're talking about. I thought it was somebody named SK. I thought it was MMMCSK. Yo. I know what you're talking about.
Mr.
I would like to either meet
305.
McCartney or I would like to meet Tesla and have a conversation with him.
Tesla.
Oh, Nikola Tesla.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that Tesla? Remember Shay?
Is it Tesla? I gotta invite Shay next week. Hopefully
yeah,
he'll
I
come
hope
in.
he could come
Che
in.
Guevara, whatever it was.
Che.
Che Guevara.
Yeah, Ed's definitely coming in.
How about you, Tim?
I want to meet this British actress who won the Academy Award, Kristen Scott Thomas.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Kristen?
Big time.
Let me add Charlie.
And there
Theron.
she is.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, there he is.
I got to add Charlie Theron now.
Well, yeah, seriously.
Marilyn Monroe.
Ruben, you can make a boatload of money in the Dominican. Ruben, they need Uber drivers in the Dominican Republic.
Oh my God! You know they. Did I get your message? No.
I saw that. They need Uber drivers in.
I got kicked out. I got kicked out of Facebook. Oh yeah. I did see that.
I try to help Ruben out and say, listen, can you Uber us? I'll take care of you.
But actually, I'm
So
glad
now-
he didn't because I didn't want. Not that I love you and I would. I like to be in control, so I'm glad I was able to drive
Well,
to the. and
I didn't
come
want to
back.
go through the whole, but we found that
I
pre-flight parking was perfect. But I'm like, so Ruben's like, Ruben, are you taking us
one
to the airport?
wants to be
Oh my God! And meanwhile, I told him a month in advance. He's like, yeah, no problem, sure, I'll do it. So now our flight
I believe it.
Yeah.
was early, so we had to be at the airport like at 3:00.
Right.
So Ruben's like, I'll drop you off at 11.
No, I
o'clock.
loved it. I said I'm gonna go because he didn't want to. I'm like I like to drive there, park, and then leave. That's it.
You were lucky you didn't get any delays because everybody knows flying ladies getting delays all the
Well,
time.
we had perfect
You
weather.
lucked out. You lucked out.
He had a good driver on the way back. See how I made great time coming to
Yeah,
the
we
studio.
Which airline? Which airline did you fly?
Frontier.
Okay.
It was, listen, on the way
Was it a
there.
wagon? Was it a wagon?
Yeah, pretty much.
It was a covered wagon.
They say at the Frontier was like some kind of energy efficient airplane or something.
Yeah, it's one of those where you have the wire.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Otherwise known as Pterodactyl Airlines.
Yeah, you get a.
Balsa wood has a propeller. Like
There's
that.
a little.
I was sitting right by the wing and it wasn't that loud.
No, it was very calm. On the way there was a little turbulence, but I was against the window and it was tight. They don't have first class. They have like the first few
Right.
rows are like stretch.
Right.
You
So
can
of course
stretch
he has
out.
to get changed his seat.
No, because my
Doesn't complain
knee.
about nothing.
She was next to me, and there was our row was full going there, and I was up against. I love the window seat, but it was tight. And
See, he doesn't complain.
I love a tight window.
Alrighty, I got a metal plate in my knee, and I got to sit for 5 hours. So on the way there.
So were you serving the food too? Just in case?
Yeah. So on the way back, I asked the guy. Now the flight was half full, so I said, "Listen, I got a metal plate in my knee. Can you hook me?" He gave us both aisle seats, so now we were able. She was able to stretch out.
So I had my own seat. He had his own seat. Like
and there was
three.
nobody next to us. We were the only one, so it was a lot more
The
comfortable.
last time I flew a small plane like
Oh,
that,
my God.
I was going to Iowa from like a major airport from Chicago, and I was going to Iowa, and it's a snowstorm. It's only one aisle here and one aisle here. It's a real small plane. It's going like this, and the guy across the aisle goes, "This is around the area that Buddy Holly went down." I went, well, thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Thanks for sharing.
I feel
Yeah,
honored.
really.
I gotta tell you something funny that I did. I even amazed myself. It made myself laugh. I'm in a restaurant, all right, and I'm with my friend, and we're ready. We're finished with the dinner, and we're ready to go. I said, I just want to go to the bathroom, and I see this couple sitting down, finishing off on their meal, and I walk up to them. I said, I said to them, and I don't know them from Shanghai. I said, I'd ask you if you need anything else, but I don't work here. And I just kept going.
I don't know from Shanghai. I've never heard that expression. I've never heard that expression.
Get out of here.
Ron White, Roddy, listen to this story. Ron White does a bit about flying on a plane.
It's the best.
He goes, he was on a plane.
Guy next to him was nervous as hell.
Yeah, the captain makes an announcement. He goes, I just want to let you know that we lost one engine, but we have enough power to take us to where we want to go. So Ron White goes, the guy behind him is losing his mind. He's going, oh my God, how far will one engine take us? So Ron White goes, all the way to the scene of the crash.
I like that.
That
I
is the
like that.
greatest.
That's a great line.
That's funny.
I love Ron White. Ron White's great.
We got to get in touch with him again.
Hey, what's the story on Greg the Hammer?
I'm going to try for next week
Yeah.
because what happened was we were going to get him right before Thanksgiving, but
Yeah.
then he had plans with his wife.
Of course.
And I wanted to be here, and then I know Keller wanted to do.
Right.
Oh, my
what's his name? Tony.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
great picture.
Broken Past.
Broken Past.
Yeah, so.
I'll
Tony
tell
Allen.
you something. Reason why
used
the
to
Hammer
like you
popped into my
now.
mind. His father survived the nasty small plane crash, but
Oh, really?
his career was over as a result. Yeah.
Oh, next
Wow,
week.
wow.
It was Johnny Valentine. Flair was in the plane.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's scary, man. That's scary.
Ron Woods, I think his name. Well, anyway, yeah. So
Oh wow, I didn't know that. No, he's very looking for. I got to get in touch with the guy that.
It'd be nice to get a wrestler. Start getting some wrestlers. We've only had one so far.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of people here. Cal Schwartz is gonna be here.
Oh,
Our buddy
great.
Cal's
Oh,
always
cool. I
fun.
love
And his brother, Bermuda Schwartz.
Another island joke.
Tim, did you have some Mama Wama?
he had Mama Wama.
Chichi-Wazi. Those
Yeah,
are real.
Chichi-Wazi.
The Mama Waza, Pitoro, and Chichi-Wazi.
I love Cal when he sat in on the Joe Mantegna interview. He goes, this is Cal Schwartz. You don't know me. No fucking shit, Cal. Oh, shit. But
But he's so funny.
Cal's a good guy. I know Cal for a while now. He's a great guy.
He's like 9 feet tall, though, but he's a great guy.
He's everywhere.
He
He's
just did another
everywhere.
lecture.
Yeah, he's got he's
big
teaching now
lecture.
full time, too.
Right.
He's got a...
Well, like I announced, my nephew is playing. He's doing a solo show at the Saint in Asbury Park this Sunday, 6:30.
What,
Go to the Saint.
6:30,
Music
Asbury
or-
Park. What
The
place?
Saint. The Saint.
Saint.
The
What
Saint.
kind of- is he in a band or?
No, he's
it's a remake of a
he's in
TV
two bands,
series.
but he's playing a solo thing.
He's playing.
He's
Oh,
opening
wow.
for a band.
What's
He's
his
opening for a
name?
band. Michael Hessline.
Michael.
Oh, okay. We got to go see Michael Hessline this Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
Saint,
and then
6:30.
you New Year's Eve, right?
New Year's Eve.
If
Howard
anybody
Johnson.
wants to start
Howard
booking
Johnson
shows.
down at Tom's River.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Great show.
$50 a person.
Buffet show and a buffet and a 2.5 hour
And
show.
an awesome show
and a
and
champagne
spend-
toast, and then I do some music after 12 o'clock.
Well worth the price of admission. If anybody's seen Paul,
and
they know
bring
what they're
in the
gonna
new
get.
year with the tornado. Come on.
That's it.
Howard Johnson. Which Howard Johnson?
And I'm going to bring sand. Too.
There's
Right on Route 37 in Tom's River.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
right
I know.
behind IHOP. It's
No,
on
I
the
know
corner.
exactly where you are.
Yeah,
It's a
I know
whirlwind
exactly where you are.
show. Come on.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm full of hot air. It's on the corner of 37 and Hooper Avenue,
Hey,
behind IHOP.
speaking of IHOP, they had a real bellhop in their hotel. He only had one leg.
He had a hop.
He got that from Mary Poppins.
Did you ever see Jerry Lewis's movie, The Bellhop?
Looks like
That's a great
Timmy
movie.
needs a nap.
Yeah, you know when you get really tired, you laugh at everything.
Oh, that's
Oh, I
definitely
love
me
that
too.
feeling.
She gets like that.
I
She'll be
love
cranky
that
1
feeling.
minute, the next minute she just starts laughing at
Yeah.
every little thing.
Jerry Lewis, the movie The Bellhop. He's the bellhop in a
Yeah.
what do you call it, a hotel down in Florida. And the guy has a Volkswagen, the old Bugs like they used to be. He goes,
Yeah.
get me everything out of the trunk. He comes back, he has the engine.
Can I make fun of Carlo
That's
now?
good. That's good.
I didn't make
Ready?
fun of anybody.
You made fun of me all night.
I did not.
In the hot tub. I'm sliding. I'm sliding.
No, I got in the tub and I was sliding across the floor. What the hell's going on? You're not supposed to slide.
Well, you're not,
getting-
you're not supposed to
sliding.
ejaculate in the tub.
But now wait a minute. When you get in the hot, I go to get in the hot tub. It's
I love it.
ice cold water. She
do
meant.
you
I'm
mean,
like, what
ice
you?
cold?
She's like, it's 90 degrees. And I said they call it a hot tub for a reason.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I didn't fill it. You did, or whoever did it.
No,
was,
I filled
was
it.
Cold,
and what
so-
happened was it was scalding hot, so I
But
had
since
to
it was
turn.
90
turn-
degrees
you put
out,
Cannonball!
so it's scalding hot, so you put the cold water. So
I
of course it's going to be cold.
consistently have a habit of falling asleep in the bathtub. Whenever I go
You
in the
do?
bathtub, I fall asleep.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
I can't go in
The,
the
o-
bathtub.
the only time I wake up when I'm in it is when it starts getting cold, and it wakes me up and it pisses
Oh,
me off. And I
snap.
got to let out the
Yeah,
water, and I
no
refill
more
it
hot
up with hot
water.
water, and I go right back to sleep.
You know,
That's
he
dangerous.
wakes
That's
up when
very
he's like,
Funny.
No, because the tub is only about this wide.
You can still sink
Oh
on the
my
water.
god.
Yeah,
No, he was so
Never
funny.
had-
I'm sliding. I'm
I like to
sliding.
tell. I'm sliding. I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
I like a girl that goes down.
the ship went down and everyone drowned, and their lungs they filled up with water.
Oh, 3
Good
hours.
to know ya. The wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
I can't take a hot bath. I take a shower. I almost faint in a hot
I,
water
I,
like that.
Really?
no matter
handle
what
it.
time of the
I
year, it's
overheat.
got to be. I don't even turn the cold water on. I just use the hot.
I was happy
Really?
with anything. It didn't matter how
And you want to
cold.
know something? Dr. Oz says people who take hot showers, it speeds up the aging process.
Oh.
Speeds up the aging.
Yeah, I don't know.
No
What the
wonder
hell
why
do the
you're so
Asians
immature.
have to do with this?
I don't understand
Well,
why.
probably gets your blood moving faster, probably. I don't know.
I don't
No,
know.
but I come out, it looks like I was burned. She'll tell you.
It's more conspiracy.
When I turn on the hot water, if you walk in the bathroom, it looks like a steam room because I get it nice and steamy.
Yeah, hot
and
showers 'cause
also,
you burn yourself to
also, Paul could attest to this. He comes out of the bath and it's like a big pool. So if you go in there, you make sure you roll up your pants.
Oh my
If you have to go to the bathroom,
My wife
after-
takes such hot showers, she actually turns off. Actually, the smoke alarms go off.
Oh
That's true,
my
the
God,
steam.
that's him.
If I open the door, that happened
Yeah.
a couple times.
What the hell? It's not fire. It's not a fire.
Yeah, no.
I always have the fan on. I always have the door open a crack because when I get out, I don't want to walk in just to see. Because I'm trying
Walk
to
into
dry
the
off.
fog machine.
So all the mist and everything is getting me
But
wet
for
again.
me, the hotter the water, because I got body aches everywhere because of the physical work I do. So I just wanted to
The
lose.
hot helps then.
Yeah, you know, you get the you
Yeah.
get that cold, that chill in your bones, man. Ugh.
I got some. Did you ever try arnica? Seriously.
Oh,
did you-
Arnica,
yeah.
Montana. I love that gel.
Yeah.
I have the
Oh, you
little.
use it.
I go to the health store and they have these little pills.
is it?
They're called Arnica. Arnica is like a.
It's a cream.
I
It's
have
like
the
a
Tiger
Bengay.
Balm.
It's a cream,
Oh.
but
It
they
doesn't
have.
smell like Bengay.
They,
Okay.
But they
It's just
sell
regular?
in this store any ailment you have. It's a little blue vial and it has like they look like birth control pills, and you take them. And I took it. I go. I have a lot of inflammation and arthritis. She goes, take Arnica. It's called Arnica Montana.
Yeah.
And I was taking these, and it was helping for a long time. Any
Yeah.
kind of ailment you have, they have like this whole big, next to Arlene's.
Oh, okay.
You know the health food
Yeah, the
store
health
over
foods.
there?
Yeah, nature.
And they
nature
have
health.
these little. They look like little Tic Tacs, and you take them, and they work.
Good,
Wow.
good.
Good to know.
Hey, looking at
You
the
got to look
clock.
at the MSM I was telling you about too.
So-
The nutrient.
Oh
MSM.
yeah, I forgot
It's
about
good for
that.
information.
We gotta
Taking a
do
look at the clock. Let's talk
And it's
about who we got
9:29, everybody.
going on next
Let's
week.
go around the
Yeah.
room. Next
Thank you,
week,
Tim.
I want everybody to tune in, and if you want to stop in, Billy Milko, Michael Lepowski, if you all are in the area, it's an open invite. Carolyn Minson, Kelly Shannon, Pete Michaels, they're all
Anybody.
going
Anybody wants to
Kimberly
come.
Kavanaugh.
well, Kimberly's not going to make it. She's doing a signing with
Oh.
Ahmad Anderson from the
Jill Terrell.
Okay.
Jill,
okay,
you
Bring your
know.
boyfriend. Come on over.
Yeah, if she's
Bring your boyfriend, bring your girlfriend, bring your lover, bring your wife.
So Artie, let's go around the room. Give them what do you got going on?
Okay, so what I got going on tomorrow? I'm going to be in Ocean City, New Jersey. I'm doing readings out there. I'm doing readings out there.
What, are they all blind?
Come on.
And then on Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be doing readings over the air. So if you want me to connect to your loved one who's, up in heaven, or if you want to know
That's a lot of
something
air.
about your life, give me a call. Check it out. Angels and Answers. Facebook Live show at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Myself and my wonderful assistant, Mary, we're going to be
I thought you guys
doing that
broke
thing
up.
that we do
One of four.
for 1 hour.
Suppose
At
it-
least 1 hour.
Suppose you have a friend in
So
hell.
Ocean City. What's
Right,
the name
and
of the
it's-
place in Ocean
Oh,
City?
so in Ocean City, it's about, but you have to call me. You have to call me. So go to Artie Hoffman.
Okay.
Email me, artiehoffman@gmail, or call me if you want an appointment for tomorrow evening, because I only have a couple spots
all
open.
night.
732-778-7173.
In
I
New
also
Brunswick,
do-
the number is.
I also do private sessions privately and
Artie
we
And he's
all?
not even Korean.
Don't we
stuff
all?
like that. Yes, we do.
Artie comes to your house and goes,
So-
Bitterman, I fell out of the car. Is that the funniest thing
I don't know
ever?
how that was so funny.
I was watching that the
When
other
that
day.
movie first came out,
great
to
movie.
me, in that moment was the best movie at
That-
all time.
that's a
Good.
movie that
It's
no
a movie
matter
with
how many,
Arthur.
every time it's on, I will sit and watch that movie.
Dudley
Never
Moore was
get tired.
great. He played a great drunk.
Yeah.
He
I
really
just-
did.
Oh my
Gisela.
God, he was the best.
He was.
the best.
And so likable.
Gisella's got a lot of
is
stuff. If
my
you want to.
My favorite scene is Arthur. Are you going to introduce us to your friend? Oh, this is Princess Gloria. Well, what country is she a princess of? Oh, it's a small country. So small, Rhode Island could kick the crap out of it any day of the year.
You a hooker?
Yeah.
I just
And he
thought I was
goes-
doing good with
He
you.
goes, it's so small. They just had the place carpeted. It's a small country. I'm telling you.
It's 85 cents in a taxi to get across the island. We understand, Arthur. It's small.
I'm telling you, it's a small country.
So I have again all my handmade goods, and I also have a cosmetic
hand
company. Yes, I do. I do a lot of hand jobs. So I'm looking for 4 participants, non-paid, volunteer. 4 males, 4 females. The females will be getting made over by me. And then the males will be getting kissed
we'll be
by the
making over the
females
women, too.
that I made over.
Oh,
Because
what is this?
the cosmetics, the lip scents that I
Oh, so the people have a
scent.
sample of lipstick.
yes.
This
so
is stuff that
you'll
doesn't smear?
right. So you could see like the lipsticks.
I like lip gloss.
On
So
the
I won't get
lipstick.
caught. I won't get caught.
And,
That's good.
and
I like that.
actually, I'm drinking out of my Starbucks cup, and there's no lip stain on my
That's
white
true.
lid.
Well, you have no lipstick on either.
I do.
Who are the 4 ladies?
So
She
so
does.
that's what I'm gonna have.
She's looking for
I'm looking
volunteers.
4 volunteers. So you're gonna get a makeover and 4 male, and then we're gonna do like a whole video.
That's
shoot
pretty
and stuff
cool.
Like that.
Wait, I
So-
got to ask you, Paul. Are we doing Christmas Eve again?
You
Oh, yeah.
said that, yes,
oh, okay. I
already.
wanted to make sure.
Yeah, 'cause we're doing
Oi,
Christmas
oi,
at Alley.
oi.
We're doing Christmas at Alley. It's not Christmas
Christmas
Eve.
time.
Right, you're doing Christmas Day with Allie,
Christmas
right?
Eve.
Because we were gonna
Right.
do it. We were gonna not do it and have.
Right.
Allie
What
do
are
it.
the odds that Lori or Brittany are going to drop something?
Oh, pretty
A
good.
glass.
Drop
I would
it
say
like it's hot.
100%. She breaks at least one wine glass every
Last
time.
year at Paul's house, we were playing left, right, center,
Yeah.
and Paul had an empty cup, and
Oh, that
and
was so funny.
He terrorized this one. I forgot who it was. He kept going like
That
it was
was,
one of those
Mike's
red Solo cups.
Yes.
And he kept going. Oh my God. And every time the girl would go, oh my God, like she would thought something was in it.
That was
He
Tara. I was doing
He
it
got
with Tara.
her like 6 times.
That was Tara. That was Tommy's.
That
wife.
was funny.
That was funny.
Oh my
That's
God.
funny.
He got, oh shit.
Go ahead. And you? What do you have coming up?
Just a Christmas show next week. Hopefully
Yes.
we'll get Greg to Hammer Valentine. We'll have a nice
What do
in
you mean
studio.
just a Christmas show? That's a big Christmas
The
show.
That's
Animal
our
House
holiday special.
Spectacular.
This is the third or the
Christmas
fourth?
Spectacular.
Just
the fourth, right?
Fourth, right?
Yeah,
Is it?
I believe so.
We did 2 at the other place and 1 here. So
Yes,
it is a
you're
4.
right.
Let
yeah.
them know it's
Four.
Christmas.
And this year will be our
time
4th
again.
anniversary
Right.
in April. Yes.
Right.
And you're New Year's Eve. But
New Year's Eve, Tom's River, Howard Johnson's. Tickets are $50. 732-244-1000. That's the number. Call up, make reservations, or buy them. Or you call up, get tickets in advance.
all right,
and
Eggman.
Tim?
Dig it, man. Tomorrow night, Mike Bonner's 300th
That's right.
show. At
Wow.
Friday night.
Friday.
Friday night.
300th show. Asked me to
Wow.
be on the show.
I'm going to try to get there. I want to-
Saturday night, that's in Cranberry, Station Bar and Grill. Saturday night, City Streets in East Windsor. I'm hosting the show, The Ladies of New York Comedy.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
And who would that be?
I've got Debbie Baza,
From New Jersey.
Robin Siegel,
From Rhode Island.
Nancy Levine,
From Massachusetts.
Helene
From
Weiss,
Connecticut.
and Melania.
Melania.
Melania Thunk.
Oh, that's the one you said that imitates her really well.
Beautiful woman. And that's,
She has to be if she's
yeah.
imitating Melania.
Oh, God, beautiful.
Awesome.
I'm hosting
I
the
like
show.
Debbie Bazza. That's Adrian Iapolucci's mom.
Get out.
Yeah, that's her mom.
What's the last name?
Debbie Bazza, but her
What's her
daughter was on Letterman, Adrian Iapolucci.
Iapolucci. I like that
Yeah.
name.
I know
Iapolucci.
we also the Animal House radio show crew family. We want to
Go on a cruise?
know about the police officer that got killed
Oh,
in
Joseph
Jersey
Seals,
City.
yeah.
So
Detective.
we send our condolences
Yeah.
to the family, and our hearts are with everyone and
Yeah.
Their bravery.
Absolutely.
You know.
God bless.
We got to thank Robert Schmeigel for calling in.
Oh,
Giving
that
us
was
a hell of
great.
a
That
good
was
time.
a banner interview.
He's a great guy.
Artie, listen. Maureen Lynch backed out. That angel is yours for the grabbing if you want it. That beautiful angel that she made, Gisela. The big one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
What do you mean she backed out?
she was going to buy it, but then she changed her mind.
She went to hell. She couldn't use it.
So make us an offer we can't refuse.
Make it off. We
It
can't.
lights up. It's beautiful because you said you
It's
got angels and
beautiful.
candles all over
I
the
have.
place.
I do. I have angels.
He
all
has
over
to
the
come
place.
over one day. I don't
Yeah.
know. See, I'm
Yeah,
actually
Dave.
making something for Dave again.
to take a
Dave
look.
is my good old customer.
Dave's
He's
a,
always
Dave's a repeat offender.
he's so cute. He's like, "Could you make me something?" He's not even. I thought it was a joke. He goes, he wants me to make him a chain with a snow globe, like a Flavor Flav type of deal,
Yeah.
because he's doing like an ugly sweater party.
Right,
So I'm gonna. I said he's got my brain going. I'm
Can you make it out of
thinking,
plastic instead of glass so it doesn't break?
Oh,
Yeah.
my wheels
I
are
was like,
turning. Yeah, right.
And the words
Yeah.
of the week. Words of the week.
Are?
Lord. That's an easy one. Hospitable.
Hospital.
Hospitable.
That was
Conversely.
this morning.
And my favorite, scapegoats.
Scapegoats.
That was this morning.
And, I don't know this from Shanghai.
Yeah, we got to throw that in. Honorable mention. That was this morning when I went swimming. But it was a little overcast, but it was beautiful.
You came in today?
Oh, nice the clouds.
Yeah,
are.
we just.
Oh, I didn't know it was today. I didn't know it was.
We
They came straight from the airport.
We came right from the airport.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Look at
They
that.
came straight from the airport. They got in, what, 4
I didn't go
o'clock,
home
5
yet.
o'clock?
Oh, I thought you got back like a day or two ago. I didn't know it was this
Oh,
morning.
and don't forget to tune in on Sunday night. I'll be in the latest episode of Touched by an A-Hole.
Oh, here we go.
Anybody we know?
everybody.
Anybody we know, Tim?
Oh my God.
Next week is our holiday special Christmas show. We'll see you all next week.
Yeah.
This is the Animal,
Animal
House,
House Radio Show.
Brought to you by La Vita Mia.
La Vita Mia.